Let's go! What's going on, everybody?
What's good, everybody?
Game is getting ready to start. Texas and Arizona State right now are in overtime. Arizona State just scored, though. Texas has to score in order to stay alive. And we were just saying right before we went live that Texas is such a soft football team. He got suplexed by his own lineman in the end zone. Did you see this?
Yeah.
Number 77 literally just took him and just said, "Get over me." That's awesome. That's the most offensive lineman thing you could ever do.
Oh, absolutely.
But
we love that.
We are not here for this game. We are here for the game that you see on your screens right now, the one that we are not able to show you in full. Obviously, we were here for the Ohio State versus Tennessee game. We all know how that went down. Now we are here. Arguably the biggest stage in college football ever, besides the national championship game itself. The granddaddy of them all, the Rose Bowl. And Ohio State and Oregon are both very familiar with this field. And Ohio State has a lot of good games at this field.
Yeah.
And I expect the same thing tonight. Why don't we just get into like a quick predict before this game starts? Like, what are you going to think this game, how do you think this game is going to go, honestly?
I'm not going to say similar to Tennessee because I think this game is going to be a lot better. I think it's going to be a more closer type of game. However, I do think if Ohio State plays the way they did against Minnesota and comes out guns blazing and with a good offense, tight defense, setting the tone early, I can't see why Ohio State can't just run away with this.
Yeah. I mean, I think we didn't play our best game the first time we played these guys.
No.
Our defense couldn't get any pressure. The offense was a little bit stagnant and didn't really have their full identity yet. And I just think we have on both ends of the floor. Obviously, the defense is what it is now. It's been, I would say, the most consistent defense in the nation, really, since this game. And I just think Ohio State is going to have a lot of different looks, even on the offensive side of things, that are going to make Oregon question what they were trying to prepare for. But Oregon is a great football team. Let's not make that a mistake. Like they're a reason that they are the number one team. They're a reason that they play well. But Penn State was in a shootout with them in the Big Ten championship game, and we handled Penn State pretty well, in my opinion. Yeah. So I just think that Ohio State is the better fit here. They're the better team. And I see Ohio State being able to win this game, at least by a touchdown. Hopefully it's not quite as close. I can see it being comes down to a field goal, but I don't want it to be that way. I just don't think it's going to be quite a blowout on either end. But I do expect Ohio State to assert their dominance and assert their cement their place in the college football world and come up with a upset here against Oregon. So that's my take. That's my hope. But honestly, I fully believe in it. I don't know what the spread is right now. I think it's -1 or
it's
minus
2.5.
So
it's 1.5.
It's been at 2.5 for quite a bit.
Yeah.
And Oregon is currently the underdog. They are what does that say? +120 or 320? I can't
plus
tell
120
ESPN bet. So it's pretty close, but Oregon is a slight underdog here, and I think Vegas just knows what's about to happen. So
well, and I think Vegas is also going off the fact that the last 3 times we played Oregon in the playoffs or the postseason,
it's been us.
It's been us because we played them 3 times. Once in 1957, once in 2009, and once in 2015
when we won the Natty.
2015 when we beat them in the Natty in the national championship. We won all 3 of those games.
Yep.
And they were by double digits. Even the national championship game, it was 42 to 20. It wasn't even a close.
God. And Texas just about tied it up. They just got to get the PAT, but they just scored on a 4th and 13. This game, we're never going to be able to watch this Ohio State game if this game keeps doing what it's doing.
I know. I had to turn on. I think it's the Skycast that ESPN2 had or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I'm on the.
I'm gonna watch that.
Oh, no, I think they changed one of the stations to the Ohio State game. So, you should be able to now actually get the Ohio State game.
Yeah. I'm watching it now.
But yeah, I think ESPN Bet and a lot of the books are going off of what happened the last 3 times we played Oregon in this situation, which Ohio State just absolutely dominated Oregon. But again, I think this is going to be a closer game. I will say, however, Oregon's defense is not spectacular by any means, which is why we saw a shootout against Penn State, because both great offenses, Penn State and Oregon, but both defenses are very mediocre.
Yeah.
And I think that's where a team like Ohio State is one of the reasons why they're one of the best in the country, is that we're good on both sides of the ball. We're good on offense, and we also have one of the better defenses in the nation.
Yep.
And I think and we showed that against Tennessee, because the vast majority of Tennessee's points came against our second and third stringers at the very tail end of the game, when the game didn't even matter.
Yep.
And so I think if we set the tone early, especially on the defensive side of the ball, like if because we're now, I think we're receiving the ball to start.
Yep, we just received.
So if we go down and get an immediate touchdown like we did against Tennessee, set the tone early, and force a 3-and-out, it's going to be almost, I feel like it could be the same exact situation as we saw against Tennessee. Like, you start off a quick 7-0, a quick 3-and-out, go down and score again. You're already quickly up 2 touchdowns, and now they're panicking, and now they're trying to force things and do things that they didn't want to do to start the game, and you put so much pressure on them early.
Yep. I mean, I think that's the way you beat Oregon. I think you get under their skin early. They haven't really gotten to face a lot of adversity.
No.
They haven't really been down in a lot of their games. I think the only real adversity that they ever had to deal with was a little bit more early on. But I know when they played Wisconsin barely lost to them by like 3, and that was at Wisconsin. So, and then obviously the Big Ten championship game. I mean, Penn State hung around. They play a lot better defense, but it seems like Oregon does tend to struggle against a good defense. So if Ohio State's defense can just stay at the top of where they've been at lately, they will be fine. Because again, this was not the same team that we played. What was it, week 3 or 4 when we played Oregon? Yeah. So this is a totally different team. This is a totally different motive, and obviously, again, the stakes are much, much higher here. And this is one thing that I will give Ryan Day, is usually he typically shows up in these games. So let's hope he continues that. I think he has prepared his guys well. And I'm ready to see this, dude. The emotions are starting to get to me now. I'm ready to go. I'm fired up.
Kickoff is coming.
I'm glad that we started off receiving the ball this time, because I want us to pop them first.
And there we go. There's kickoff. This is going to be a fair catch.
Sir.
Oh,
and again, Ohio State's offense played pretty well the first time we played them. Like, Will Howard played another really good game. He passed for over 300 yards that game. He did not turn the ball over. He had 2 touchdowns, and we ran the ball somewhat decently. But
it was just a very unfortunate situation, because obviously at the end of the game, because the clock and all the clock management was poor. He had to slide, and he didn't even know how much time was left on the clock.
Well, there was a few things that went wrong in that game too. The OPI on Jeremiah Smith really fucked us on that drive. There's a few other bang plays that kind of went both ways, and it just was really unfortunate. So, and we love to see that.
And there he goes. Great start right there. Great
first
play.
Fake bubble screen going right to Scott. He was as open as you could possibly make him, and that was a good design.
And that was
especially having him be in motion.
Yeah, and that was a poor snap too by the center, because that was right on the ground. I almost dropped it. But
there was nobody there. Wow.
Yep, Scott wide open. No one near him.
Easy read.
Easiest read ever. What a start. What a start. That's what you needed to get going.
I expect a run play here.
Yeah, now I expect to see Judkins or Henderson here. I think it's Judkins that's in the backfield. It is Judkins, and nope, we're gonna fake it.
Nope.
I think Howard should have just ran it himself.
Yeah, which I think you could see that a little bit more this game. I think you could see some more design runs for him.
Also, Texas with a touchdown.
I saw that.
So it's 39-31 now.
Yep, they got both games up right now.
I'm calling both games. I love that. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10.
Love it.
It's perfect. Absolutely.
And you
perfect.
let him go.
Yes, let's go.
And you let him go. You give it to your best player, and that's what happens. 3 plays in, Ohio State is on the board. Let's go.
Let's fucking
That
go,
is
dude.
the exact way that you want to start this game. The exact way you want to start this game. Let's go.
And you saw some confusion there in the Oregon defense. They're trying to get set up, and Will Howard saw and just quickly snapped the ball and said, "All right, let's go."
Mm-hmm.
Again, great awareness. We saw that we saw this against Tennessee, where
We scored in 4 plays against Tennessee. So
we scored in 4 plays, but not only that too. We saw the intelligence of Will Howard, where he saw the 1v1 on Jeremiah Smith. Like he did on the second touchdown on Jeremiah Smith, he did a triple take.
Yeah,
and saw the 1v1 matchup and said, "You're really gonna leave this guy 1v1?"
And Texas does it.
Texas does it.
Or they just got to pick. Seal the deal. In Texas, I did say they were soft, but also I think Arizona State was a little overrated.
And there we go. We see all the linebackers. We see everyone on the defensive side.
Yeah, they're not even set. They're still trying to get everything going.
They're trying to figure out what's going on, and just a quick snap.
And Jeremiah Smith makes the rest of that play, though. I mean, he just breaks the tackle, and that's
also great blocking from G. Scott. And look at that. The 2 tight ends, just great blocking out on the outside. It just allows him to just freely just run through. Throws up the deuces.
I mean,
quick 7-0 start. And again, like we said, this is what we talked about. Just get up quick. Now here you go. You get a 3 and out here, get the ball back, and you go and do it again. And you set the tone. You set the pace.
Jeremiah Smith, man. This dude is unreal as an 18, 19-year-old kid. Unbelievable how insane this kid is. And obviously the winner is going to play Texas in the Cotton Bowl on January 10th.
Yeah.
Ooh, I cannot wait.
I can't wait either, man. It's gonna be so exciting.
If we play them, I expect us to beat Texas.
Another like lackluster defense in Tech. Well, Texas has a great run defense. It's a great play, great tackling.
Cody Simon, man.
But Texas is not that great in the passing game. They're third, I think, in the run game and run defense, but their pass defense is not super great. I mean, which is why Arizona State attacked the hell out of today. But Texas tends to shoot themselves in the foot quite a bit, because if you watched all of the Texas game, a lot of penalties on Texas. Like, I mean, like a lot of penalties. They self-sabotage themselves. They were up 24-8, and they just self-sabotage with 10 minutes left to go in the game.
Yep.
So they're very, very vulnerable. You can easily just crack them down and break them.
Yep.
But if you can get through today, I could breathe a little sigh of relief that we got through the hardest team in the college football playoff.
Yeah. If you were on the Skycam channel, it's back on the normal one.
Yeah, I'm on the normal one now.
Yeah.
But that's 4th down. So are they going to go for it? I don't think they will, because it's way deep in their own territory. So they're going to punt. So they're going to
out. You have a chance now to go up 14-0 immediately on Oregon. Oh, dude.
Could you repeat against Tennessee and go 21-0 at the end of the first quarter and just be like, "Listen, we're here, baby. We're here."
Watch the fake. This is a weird.
Yeah, definitely watch the fake. And it's gonna be a regular punt. Okay, good. And a fair catch.
Yes, sir. Decent field position.
All right.
Listen, as long as Will Howard can just eliminate turnovers, we're fine. Like, this game is going to be ours. No problemo.
Yeah. All right. Let's see if I can't fix this screen here because for some reason it's not showing like the little ticker.
Yeah. And just refresh it.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just refresh.
Oh, that's all you need to do.
I think it's on the game breaks though.
Yeah.
If it does it again while the game's going on, we'll hit the refresh button.
Yeah.
But if you're in the chat or watching, drop a hello.
Yep.
We would love to hear from you guys, chat with you. So if you're in here, I see 2 people in here. So if you're in here, drop a what's up, hello.
And one of them is probably me because I'm on the YouTube.
Fair enough.
I just want to make sure that it's all good. That's what I like to do. I just like to leave it up and mute it so we don't hear ourselves.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Dude, if we go up 14-0, this is going to be wow.
That would be a perfect start. Once again, if we can just go up 14, if we can end the quarter again 21-0 like we did against Tennessee, it's a perfect start.
Yep.
This is an absolute perfect start. Also, now there's 4 people in here. So again, if you're in here, man, drop a hello, say something in the chat. We would love to hear from you guys, talk to you guys while we enjoy the game here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ski.
Also, I will say this probably every time we live stream, disclaimers. I get it. We have the ESPN thing up. Obviously, we can't show the actual game because of copyright infringements. So, not allowed to show anything game-wise. Can only show basically the scoreboard. That's the best we could do. So, do apologize if you actually wanted to come here and watch the game. I'm not going to get sued by the NCAA. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, we don't make any money off this right now, guys. So
we're not making money off of this either. Anyway,
we don't need to be doing all that. But
yeah,
make sure to. I mean, if you guys want to follow either the YouTube channel or even the Twitch as well, I'm in both of them right now. So, if you guys want to pop in and come say hello. Obviously, go subscribe to all of the channels, follow them, whatever. Follow us on Twitter. Just be SN Pod. We're on TikTok. We're on just about everything except for Facebook. We do have an Insta, but I'm not really too active on there for us. So, yeah, man, we're on everything. Come through.
Yeah. I think once we start clipping stuff, we could post on Insta more.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially if TikTok gets canned.
Yeah, for sure.
Which there is a chance that it does not.
And a deep ball already. And what a play by Jeremiah Smith. Oh my God, dude.
Oh my God, this kid is a freak.
And people are telling me he's not the best receiver in the country. You're fucking lying to yourself. And this kid's a freshman, man.
Dude, there's people that
over 2 people.
There are people that have said if he was draft eligible this year, he would be the top receiver taken off the board. And I agree.
I'm in agreement with that. Yeah, absolutely.
He's the most NFL ready player. He's already got 74 yards.
I must say he's already got 100 yards in the first 4 minutes of the game. Down to the run game, 1 yard for Judkins. Man, what a first play. What a just deep shot there by Will Howard, trusting his receiver to go up and get it.
Especially in double coverage. Like, I hope he doesn't do that too often. But again, when you get it towards him, he's going to be able to make a play. And again, you go to him. I mean, apparently when they were off after the Team Up North game, they really listened to everybody saying, get it to your best player. But Oregon isn't covering him. Like, they are not putting a corner on him, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like, even if he's in the slot, you need guys on him. You can't put him in zone because then he's just going to find the middle of the field and just sit there and wait.
There we go.
Unbelievable. Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Now we got the stats up and stuff. Just missed Carnell Tate. There we go. Now we got the statistics up, and we'll refresh it at least one more time. Just to.
And eventually you will start to see us getting
There we
our
go.
running backs out in space a little more too. I feel like you have to. See if we
Yeah,
can run the ball here.
or you dink it down to Trevion Henderson.
No run.
Nope.
Step up in the pocket. That's
And
all right.
Zack. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if he's going to run like that, he's got to commit a little bit quicker.
Yeah. Some big boys on the offensive line there.
Yep. Now, obviously, Donovan Jackson was our guard for the entire year, and they slid him over to tackle due to some injuries, and he's been playing well there too, that's a really interesting thing because if he can also get himself to be a good tackle, he can just be a consistent player in the NFL in general. And Oregon finally brings some pressure, which is what we saw in game one.
Yeah.
Ohio State's going to have to find ways to get some quicker plays again and not have plays that sort of take a little bit to develop
long.
because
Yeah.
you're not going to be able to find success doing so like this, especially with a O-line that's a little depleted like we are. Got to have quick banging plays. You got to be able to dump it off and just dink and dunk. And Will Howard tried, but it's all right. If you can at least punt them back and get them at the very edge of the end zone here, that would be pretty nice. Nice kick. Actually, a very nice kick. Oh,
he
that was a good
slips.
kick too. Good try.
That's a great kick, and he just slid. That could have been pinned down right at the one.
Yeah, that would have been insane. He just sort of lost it. What happened? All right. I mean, listen, we knew that this wasn't going to be an easy game. So,
no,
this isn't going to be like the Tennessee game by any means.
Not at all. But like we said before the game, getting out to that quick early lead is what's going to help you and continue to give you this momentum. And now you just got to ride it, continue to play good defense, get stops, and just continue to make plays on the offense. And like you said, I think Chip Kelly needs to not try and go deep every play now.
Yeah.
But so much more. Try and see if you can't get guys up through the middle, get some slants going, get some check downs or something going.
Yep.
Let your guys work a little bit and find some way to get to the run game going.
Oh yeah.
It was great. We went to the Blue Jackets game last night, and then right behind the stadium, they built a like a little like Fanatics bar, like the sports book.
Mm-hmm.
And so the food there was great. We went there before and after.
Oh yeah.
To go eat and whatnot. And if you're ever in Columbus, right behind Nationwide, there's like a little alley of like bars and like restaurants and stuff. Go down there, go to the Fanatics, good food, can bet if you want to watch sports and bet. It's a good time.
Oh yeah.
Great service too.
I've been back in there when I worked at Penske. There's a Starbucks that's in the other alley.
Yeah,
like back in there.
It's right by the Starbucks.
Yeah. Really interesting time too, because the one time we did go there to deliver to that Starbucks, because they don't get a lot of shit because it's not a big Starbucks. But there was a homeless dude walking through there. Like this is probably like midnight, 1 o'clock, damn near. Like it was late.
Yeah.
And this guy is like, he's speaking a foreign language that I've never heard. Like it's probably just what you would refer to as crackhead. Or he was like schizophrenic and obviously homeless and just didn't have his meds and stuff. But like whatever it was, that dude was speaking some mumbo jumbo, and it was scary. He went freaking diving in a trash can to find a half drink root beer and whatever else he could find. It was pretty interesting back there. Yeah, Columbus at night is not always the most pleasant place in the world, especially downtown. But that's just honestly any like major sort of city you go to.
Yeah,
You're
I was
gonna
gonna
find
say
the same shit in Cleveland.
Yeah.
But Cincinnati, though, horrible place. Fuck them.
Cincinnati's terrible.
It's the most like congested place that I've ever been to. Like everything just seemed crammed.
It's like they
downtown.
crammed it. It's like they crammed one giant city on the lake or on the river.
Especially the stadiums, because the stadiums are right next to each other. But it's like it doesn't feel good at all. That was nice. I got deflected.
Great defense there for the Buckeyes. And again, 3rd and 8. Could you just go and get another 3 and out and just
got to keep playing defense, and our offense is going to continue to put stuff on the board. Yeah,
you guys that was a throw. Yeah, that was a throw. The arm went forward. He got a pass going.
And JTT is a guy that I hope the Browns can find, either him or Jack Sawyer. But there's a lot of good edge guys in this draft, but those guys are going to go sometime in the second round from what I'm seeing.
Yeah,
which would be lovely.
And is that picked? Oh no, okay.
Almost was. Ransom almost took somebody's head off. Is what happened.
I was gonna say Ransom looked like he almost popped some dude's head off.
I almost thought he hit downs. That's why I was like,
and pop his head off like a Lego.
That's one thing about these freaking safeties, man.
They don't care, dude. They will.
Yeah, they come in and lay the boom.
Yeah, that should have been picked.
And that was not Ransom. That was Hancock. Sorry, I said Ransom. Ransom is 8. They all look the same to me. It's hilarious. Really bad kick. Look at that.
Kick. Right at the
good field position. Right at midfield, you were automatically already there.
Yeah, right at the 47. Like 46, 47 yard line. Wow. Horrible punt.
Yeah.
Little line drive that just bounced right nowhere.
Oh, yeah. What you say about his company?
And according to ESPN, they marked it down at the 45.
Nice. Very good stuff there.
So we have it at our own 45. So, I mean, insanely good field positioning. All right. Let's see here. Let's see.
Hands off my halos. Tell you what, dude. That running back for Arizona State, though, he's a G. That dude is a animal.
He's
Very
a
much a
dog.
downhill runner. He's definitely not the most he's not the fastest guy, but he is a very physical runner, and that's what I like. Very excited for this.
I'm excited to watch the draft.
All right, I'm gonna grab a drink real fast. I know the game's wordy.
Oh man, oh man! To see if the Buckeyes can continue playing really well. Let's see if we can get down here and score, get another quick touchdown, and make it 14-0 before the end of the first here. This will drop back. Good ball there to it looks like Emeka Buka. A nice little catch there for a gain of about 8. So an 8-yard gain there. It seems like there for Emeka Buka. Buka with an 8-yard gain.
Very
and
nice.
Abby Henderson with the first down.
First down. Love to see it.
There you go. Just again, a quick pass right through the middle that got Buka for 8 yards and a quick little run for another 2-3. That's all you got to do, man. Just these little quick plays, keep them on their toes.
You really have to take what Oregon is going to give you in this defense. Because you're going to find holes. You really just got to be able to find them and just hit them every time. And you can't really try to hesitate. Go right back to Henderson. Never mind. Oh, my God. Boca strikes, and we're up 13-0. About to go for the PAT. Ohio State is here to fucking play. Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Will Howard with a dime to Ibuka over the top. And
oh my God.
Ohio State strikes.
And
again.
he is fucking hyped.
Wow.
Will Howard is hyped as shit, and Oregon fans already disappointed that we love to see.
Will Howard's draft stock is doing this right now. It
keeps
climbing. It keeps climbing.
And you see Emeka Buka's draft stock? Woo.
Oh yeah, I mean it always was, but yeah, he's about to be a late first round pick, if not even top 20 pick, with how good he is.
Will Howard. Wow. Oh my days! Already 107, almost 170 yards passing in the first quarter.
I mean, you're getting it to your best guys.
I mean, look at that.
He saw it.
Look at that. That fake handoff was so great.
As soon as the safety didn't bite, and dude, even if he didn't go to Ibuka, Jeremiah Smith got it open here at the end as well. But I mean,
you had 3 options. You had Henderson at the screen. You had that hit his hand too.
It was a one-handed catch.
That hit Johnson right in the hand.
Yeah.
And Ibuka still caught it.
Wow.
Will
Howard is proving himself, man. I'm telling you what, Will Howard is proving himself dramatically.
I'm loving the confidence from Will Howard, too, to make that play.
When this team does show the confidence here like this, they really are just a very difficult team to beat. There's not a lot of teams that can square up with them.
Well, the thing is I truly believe that Ohio State is the best team in the country. I think we just got unlucky with the first Oregon game. Mm-hmm. And I think we got a little too unlucky.
It was the first month of the season. I mean, Ohio State always starts slow. But I'm glad to see that Ohio State is not waiting to score like they have in the past. They're starting these games quickly like this. Yeah. And it just gives you so much more momentum. And Ohio State didn't even fall for that at all. No. They didn't fall for that at all. Instantly.
Oh, my God. Oh, dude, this is going to be a long day for Oregon if they can't get nothing going. I don't think they crossed the 50 yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think they crossed the 50 yet. I mean, Gabriel only has 12 yards passing. Johnson has a -1 yard carry. Yeah, I don't think they have crossed the 50. They got -2 yards rushing. And again, nothing fall for that. That's only a 3-yard gain on a quick screen.
Now, one thing that I did hear Oregon players talk about this week is they really wanted to attack Igbenusa. They really see him as like the weakling on this defense.
I don't think so.
I
I don't
don't
think he's a weakling.
I don't either, but he is prone to getting DPIs and stuff like that. So I'm really looking at that matchup because he's one guy that has, I mean, he's had some great games this year. He's had some not so great moments. And I'm really paying attention to that matchup. It's going to be a first down.
Yeah,
right, that's fine. Listen, Oregon isn't going to plop over. That's not going to happen.
No, they're going to attack.
But if Ohio State can create a turnover, that would shape this game to be something.
If you can get a turnover and again score, then Oregon's really doing some deep thinking.
Mm-hmm. You can see this being not a screen.
Nope, it's going to be a run to the outside. That's a good run there. That's a 10-yard run.
A good run. Oregon's got speed, man. They do have speed. They've always been known for speed.
Yeah, but you can't let them get going now.
Yeah.
That again, right here's where the defense has got to make a good stop. Again, force the punt, and that was their second first down too. So their last 2 plays were the only first downs they've gotten all game.
They're going deep here. He's got him too. Oh my god!
And that was Igbenusa.
And there you go, Igbenusa. Like I said, this is going to be a matchup you're going to see a lot. I know he's heard the noise, but he does have the speed to keep up with these guys.
And it looked like 15 came up limping too after that. It looked like he rolled his ankle there, and that bonked off of Igbenusa's head.
Yeah, a little bit. He got his ankle sort of rolled up there.
Bonk.
Right on the head. I mean,
right
it's good defense.
Way to use your head, kid.
Yeah, I mean, you can't call a DPI on him if it
hits him in the head.
If it doesn't do anything. Another run play, and it goes absolutely nowhere. 3-yard loss.
That's a 3, yeah. And they're trying to go with these fakes, and it's not working.
This Jackson kid is going to be something good, too.
He's going to be a
next
stud.
year. Both of these backup DNs are really solid. I really like what I'm seeing out of them. I mean, look at him. He literally went across the entire line and helped finish that tackle.
I don't see what Oregon's trying to do here because they continue to try to run these fakes that go for negative play.
Yeah. It's because it's the plays that take too long to try to develop. You can't do that against good teams like this on both sides of the ball. I mean, Ohio State can't do it. Oregon shouldn't do it. They need to have stuff that goes quick. Yeah. But they can just get their speed.
And that's going to be out of bounds, 4th down.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be about 4th and 4, 4th and 5. It's going to be about 4th and mid distance.
They might go for this here.
Yeah. Nope. They're going to punt.
No, they're not.
Gabriel's coming off the field. No. They're going to punt this because they're almost right at the 50 or just a little bit past the 50. So yeah, it's 4th and 6.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a fake here. Ohio State's got to be careful of that.
Yeah.
Especially with Oregon, man. Oh, we're good.
Nope.
Good punt. Let it go. And that's a pretty good punt.
Yeah. Pinned you at the 9.
All right, get ourselves a nice longer drive. Take the rest of this quarter off and then take another minute or two off the next quarter. Score again. If you can go up 21-0 on Oregon and then in the Rose Bowl, it's going to be very hard for them to come back like this.
Also, I don't know if you notice, if you look at my background, I got some shit hung up.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I got.
And it's clean too.
Well, I still got all these.
Yeah.
And
that's why you sit back there.
That's why I feel like that's why I lean back a little bit, cover up the shit, make my room look clean. But yeah, we got some decorations here. Got this for Christmas from my parents. It's a home plate, but you open up the case and you put baseballs in there for every stadium you visited.
That's sick.
So I have 2 balls. You can't see the other one because it's a Cincinnati Reds ball, but there's a Reds ball like right here. Then there's a
jersey as well.
Yeah. And then my dad, he was cleaning out a house for his brothers. I found a signed Kareem Hunt jersey.
Wow.
A Browns one in the basement of the house he was cleaning. So he took it before his brothers could get to it. And he had nowhere to put it in his basement stuff because our basement at my parents' house is a disaster. You can't even walk down it or through it and whatnot.
Wow.
As at this point, it's almost just for storage.
Yeah.
But he gave it to me because he couldn't hang it up anywhere, so I got that hung up too.
Sweet.
And then I would definitely be visiting a couple more baseball stadiums and getting some of this filled up a little bit more this year.
Oh yeah,
because I have the Pittsburgh Pirates ball here from last summer, not last summer, but 2 summers ago, and I got a Reds one from the year prior to that.
And I mean, you can easily add in the Cleveland one, so
yeah, and the Cleveland one I'm gonna get this year, sometime this year, because again, I'm gonna get the ballpark pass again.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have visited Camden Yards and watched the Guardians play at Camden Yards in 2019, but obviously this was way before I started doing this. Yep. So I do have a poster in my parents' house in my old bedroom that is like a scratch off. And if you go to the stadium, you scratch it off like a scratch off ticket, and it reviews the stadium.
Nice.
So I have that at home too, which I need to bring over here.
Yeah.
But I need to go back to Camden Yards and get a baseball now for the Orioles and put it up.
All right.
Because I technically, even though my thing here says I visited 2 stadiums, I actually visited 3 stadiums. I visited Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, and Baltimore. This year, I think it's going to be, we're going to Toronto in May because the Guardians will be in Toronto in May. So I will go to the Blue Jays. I think we're going to Detroit because we're going to the stadiums that are like just like close by.
Yeah.
That you could drive to, like Detroit's like 2 hours. Toronto's like 4.5.
Hell yeah.
So we're just going to see what we can go close by. And then we're going to go to a few more MLS games and stadiums this year. And everyone we're going to, there's also a baseball game in that same city at the same time or the same weekend. So like we're planning on going to Seattle. There's a Mariners game going on at that same time. We're going to New York. There's a New York Mets game at that time. So we're going to try and go to the Mets game. So
hell yeah.
We're gonna fill this bad boy up. So got some decorations to make my office look nice for more of our YouTube videos and such now.
Ooh, good tackle. Damn.
It's a fantastic play. Definitely good play there by the Oregon defense. But I think they're trying to do what you said. I think they're just trying to run down this clock a little bit.
Yep.
Let's see what we do here.
3rd and 4, very manageable here. Let's see what we do.
Yeah.
Plenty of time to set everything up.
Yeah.
Here,
no need to hurry.
Pressure. Nope. Another deep shot. Oh my God!
What a catch! Oh my days!
Dude, he's already at 100 yards for the game.
And dude, I think that's 200 even there for Will Howard too.
Unbelievable.
It'll update here in a second, but
it might be
because he's at the 25, and that was let's see,
almost
that 197,
3 yards shy. Where's Jeremiah Smith at? Scroll down a little bit.
Yeah, I was going to do that anyways. I need to scroll down a little bit.
There you go. 118. Wow.
118 yards. So 197.
I mean, if we recall the last time we were at the Rose Bowl against Utah, Jackson Smith and Jigba had the game of his life, and I think he broke the Rose Bowl receiving, record. I think it's 65 or something.
No, he had like 320.
It was something insane.
It was ridiculous, and
at this rate, Jeremiah Smith might get it.
At this going rate, Jeremiah Smith's going to break it by the 3rd quarter.
Yeah.
Him and Howard are going for the record, like combined like 800 plus yards.
Well, I mean, when you look at it, I mean, Jeremiah Smith has most of the yards that Will Howard has thrown.
And Howard's only thrown the ball 7 times.
Yeah. So the rest are all Ibuka and I think G. Scott.
I'm about to look that up too. The Jackson, Smith, and Jigba.
Ibuka. Let's go.
There's
First
Ibuka.
down. These guys are both going to go off if they keep doing this. They are just shredding the middle of this defense.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba finished that Rose Bowl game against Utah with 15 catches for 347 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure that's ever going to be beaten. That's such a monstrous game. It's not even funny.
Yeah, 350 receiving yards and 3 tutties is. Could you imagine if that was in a fantasy?
Oh yeah,
like your boy just scored like 100 points.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't even need to play anybody else. You just won by just one player alone.
Honestly, it would probably be more than 100 points because
it'd be like 150 or something close to it.
Like my league, once a receiver passes 100 yards, you get an additional 6 points, and once they reach 200 yards, they get an additional 12 points. So I don't know if it would go up another 6 or if it would just stay at 12. But once he would pass 300 yards alone, that would just be ridiculous.
And a run here from Judkins. That's a great run there.
Good run. Yep. Again, sets up another manageable third down, which kind of opens up your play calling a little more. You can have a little more freedom to do what you want.
I would be surprised if they're going to run out the clock here. Mm-hmm. I forgot the clock continues to run in college.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was going to say, man, third down, you might be before the quarter ends. You might be able to take one more little shot at the end zone here.
Yeah.
I get tired of that 21-0 against Tennessee at the end of the first. Blow them out of the water to start the game. But again, Ohio State, starting out this game like they did against Tennessee, fast, a lot of 3 and outs, scoring 2 touchdowns early on, getting it to their playmakers. They're finding Jeremiah Smith very early. Judkins is starting to get going now.
Yeah.
I mean, Will Howard surpassing already 200 passing yards in the first quarter alone is a wild stat. And Gabriel doesn't even have 30 or just crossed 30 yards.
All right.
It's crazy, man. Ohio State, they look really fucking good, dude.
They look now that they're getting to a point where they're stopping of being in their own way. That's the only thing that ever beats Ohio State is they stay in their own way and they mess everything up because they're too worried about having to mess up instead of just taking the shots, trusting your guys and trusting the preparation and the fact that you're supposed to be the best team in the nation and you're ranked 8th and you have the hardest road to the national championship that any other team has. I mean, obviously Tennessee wasn't quite as hard of a challenge for us, but we kind of knew that Tennessee was in a weird spot. But I would think the only other easier road is maybe Texas.
Yeah.
And because I don't think Arizona was quite as good, but again, I'm not too high on Texas. I don't think they're very good.
No, I don't think
they're a very soft team. And I think if you just get a little pressure on them, they crack so badly. I mean, they threw that entire second half. They had a 24 to 10 lead or something. For most of that game.
For the most of the game, it was a 21 to 5 lead for the majority of the game, and then it became 24 to 8 with 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
they blew a 24 to 8 lead in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
and almost lost in OT.
It's absolutely insane. So, yeah. But the point is, Ohio State, they have the hardest road, and yet they're the most equipped for this road. Truly.
For sure.
And if you beat Oregon, dude, that just saves you so much face. because this is the one team that we were sort of scared, or not really scared, but it was the only team that we knew would give us problems.
Mm-hmm.
And again, if Ohio State continues to play this way and plays the way that they did against Tennessee, there is not a team in this playoff that can contend with them, especially with Georgia not having Carson Beck. Notre Dame is also, I would say, the next best team, and then Penn State, and then and then Texas. I knew Boise State was going to lose. I thought Arizona State wasn't too good either. It's just one of those. And we can even talk about this real fast. I think they made a mistake doing a 12-man.
Oh, absolutely.
12 team. Oh, if he would have just waited, he had Cardinal Tate in the middle.
Yeah, he had Tate right there in the middle.
But they should have stuck with 8. I think 8 would have been a much better alternative, and it would have given us less games for these guys to play. I mean, you're having to pretty much play 4 games if you're not on your bye, and we made a field goal. Hey, I'll take it. We made a field goal. Fielding. Let's go. All right. Hey, listen, you got points. You got points there. That's all that matters.
But yeah, no, I completely agree. I think they should have stuck. They should have stayed with 8 before they made the quick decision to go to 12. Because now, I'm sure they're looking at this and realizing that it's like, okay, maybe 12 was too many because teams like Boise State aren't as good as they're meant to be. Just because they win they won their conference doesn't mean they're that great. Because obviously, again, we look at these conferences. There's different levels to these conferences.
Yeah.
Big Ten and SEC will always be the best 2 conferences. You can never top the SEC in the Big Ten.
No,
ever.
Absolutely not.
So I don't get why they're like, oh, well, we'll put in a team from the Mountain West as a bye team in a college football playoff, when that could have easily gone to a team like Ohio State, who is, again, a team that's 10 times better than a team like Boise State.
Right.
And it shows because, again, Boise State got smoked.
And let's even take this further. This is why I didn't want to why I'm not really high on Genty.
Yeah.
Because he still played pretty well. I'm going to pull up the stats here. He still ran for over 100 yards, but it was on 30 carries. He averaged 3.5 yards a carry. His longest was a 26-yard run about midway through the 4th. But other than that, he struggled against a good defense. And it makes me a little frightful of what he could be like against an NFL defense. He has to have a good O-line, a really good O-line, for him to really play well, at least in his first year or 2. It's going to take him a little bit of time. Yeah, this is Ransom, man. Yeah, that's Ransom, dude. Ransom is another kid, man. There's a lot of guys on this Ohio State team that I would love for the Browns to wind up getting, because we need a lot of help in a lot of various positions, and these guys hold every single one.
And that's how you tackle too. Like, that's how you go to the Browns, and you could be like, "Listen, this is how you fucking hit a guy."
Yeah.
You don't sit there and you swing and miss, or you barely try to do. You smack him right face first. You smack him.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you were saying, I think Genty needs massive offensive line help. I think he needs to go to a team to succeed. He needs to go to a team like Kansas City. He needs to go to a team like Buffalo. Yeah. He needs to be on a premier team to have any kind of success. If you were to go to Atlanta, if you were to go to Vegas, New England, he would not thrive.
No.
He would not be good. He would not thrive. So he needs to go to a high profile team and have a chance. And the thing is that those teams really don't need a running back either. The Bills got James Cook.
Yeah.
The Chiefs got, Isaiah Pacheco, as well as Kareem Hunt.
Good tackling again, man.
But a lot of these high profile teams, they don't need backs.
No.
And certainly teams early in the draft too, teams like the Browns, they're not going to be really looking at running backs. They're going to be looking more at offensive tackle and defensive help. They're not going to be worried about, they're not going to worry about a big time running back. You already have Nick Chubb, and Jerome Ford is proving to be a good solid number 2 now.
And you can still afford to get a running back in like round 2 or 3, and you're still going to get great production. Like I'm not worried at all. This draft is very deep in running backs and very deep in receivers as well.
My go-to pick would probably be is probably that Will Campbell kid from LSU.
Yeah.
Or the other tackle from Texas, who's also really good.
I mean, the only other guy that I would take are really 2 guys. It just depends on where the Browns want to go. It's either you stick at 3 and you get a Cam Ward if you really want the quarterback, then fine. He's the only quarterback really worth trying to take. Or if somehow, some way Travis falls at 3, I mean, you got to take Travis Hunter just because of his skill set.
Well, yeah, you want to take
Oh my God, that was
again. It's Ransom. Oh no, that's Hancock.
Dude, they both, like I said, they all they look alike. They hit the same too. That's also what's.
I was like, oh my God, he smothered him.
And it looks like Oregon here is going to go for this. This is 4th and 3.
Even though it's at the 50 too. It's 4th and 3. You gotta go for it.
Yeah, they can't. They can't keep punting.
And if you get stopped, oh my God, that's great field position for the Buckeyes.
Time out now.
Yep. Kind of figured.
Yep. It's a good. That's a good first time out.
Yeah. Kind of frees them up a bit.
Yeah. Also makes them be like, "Fuck, should we punt it or should we just keep?"
It makes them think. Yeah.
I still think Oregon should go for this. They're down 3 freaking possessions. Like they got to do something.
They have to. Otherwise, you give Ohio State the ball. And, I mean, even if you miss, you give Ohio State the ball in great field position. Potentially could go down 24-0. And to be honest, that number 1 that's next to Oregon should be right next to our name, because that's what we're playing as. But again, watching all these college football games, the college football playoffs, the games yesterday and the game earlier today, it's so unbelievable the difference of like, oh yeah, these teams are trash. The games are a little bit closer, but then there's Ohio State who blows by Tennessee.
Yeah.
And it's currently blowing by Oregon right now. And everyone's like, well, Ohio State's probably going to get upset. And again, as we heard all week, after the Tennessee game now, all the Oregon people and again, the media were like, well, now you got to play Oregon, and Oregon is actually going to beat you this time. We thought Tennessee would, but Oregon's going to beat you this time. And it's like, all right, well, so what happens if we blow out Oregon?
Right.
Then what are you going to say about this? You going to say Texas is going to beat us in the cool, we'll blow them out by 42.
Right.
Like every time you say this stuff, we're going to blow them out by 40. And the thing is, if Ryan Day continues to coach like this, I would be more than happy to let him keep his job.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, dude, if he wins a national championship, he's not going to leave.
No, but I'm going to be pissed if he still can't beat Michigan.
And plus, like, you got to think too, Mike Vrabel is going to stay in the NFL. It sounds like, he's going to have his eye on probably the Raiders, the Colts. If they just decide to get out,
Patriots, because I think Ron Mayo is
honestly the Pats would be his best fit because he's been there. Like he coached under Belichick as well. Like, he knows the culture. Like that's why, like when you go for a coach, you have to have a guy that understands the culture of like what that team was supposed to be, or if they're trying to change the culture, what that's supposed to look like. It's like with Stefanski, they did a really good job of trying to change the culture with the players and the way that they held themselves.
Yeah.
And obviously this year they didn't have that, but it still sounds like the guys haven't fully given up. But there definitely seems to be some bad apples that they're going to have to cut loose, which is fine. I mean, that's the way the league works. But yeah, that's going to be a whole nother can of worms for us to deal.
Oh man! All right, here we go. The 4th and 3. And that is a great pass deflection right there. And it looks like Zack has frozen, and yep, his Wi-Fi went out. So Zack will be right back. But insane defense there by Hancock again. Yeah, fantastic defense there by Hancock. And that I mean, I don't blame Morgan for going for it. They had to go for it. It was almost picked off. Now, was it Hancock? They showed Hancock. Oh, no, it was Smith. Hancock made the tackle on the receiver, but man, what a absolute great play there by Smith. And now Ohio State with the ball right back at the 50. So here we go. Now, can Ohio State do something here? Right at the 48-yard line, little handoff there to Quishon Junkins, and he's going for a 6-yard gain there. That's a great run. Man, they threw for the exact same amount of balls, 12 passes, 8 completed for both of them. But Gabriel's got only 47 yards compared to Will Howard, who has 212 passing yards. Absolutely incredible. But here we go. 2nd and 5. Good 5-yard run there by Quishon Junkins. Wouldn't be surprised if they went back to him. They're going to fake it. And they're going to go deep again. Oh my God, Jeremiah Smith's wide open again. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown right there, baby. It's 23-0. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. Again, another deep shot there from Will Howard to Jeremiah Smith, and that's a 48-yard drive off of 2 plays. And oh my fucking God, dude. What the hell? Oh my God. What a ball there by Will Howard. Great route there by Jeremiah Smith. And the kick from Fielding is up and it's good. It's 24-0 Ohio State. That's a 43-yard bomb. And Jeremiah Smith already had 160 yards receiving off of 5 catches. And Will Howard up to 255 passing yards and 3 touchdowns. What a game. Ohio State absolutely dominating, just wide open, no one in sight. Nobody in sight. And he hits the Ronaldo. Sue! I love it. As a soccer fan, I love that. He hits the Sue! Oh, man. Too bad Zack wasn't in here. His reaction would have been even more crazier. I can't yell too loud because of my neighbors. I have neighbors on both sides of the walls, and the walls here are pretty thin, so I can't really scream too loud. So, but Zack can. But man, oh man, what an absolute amazing play there by the Buckeyes of Will Howard, Jeremiah Smith. It's 24-0. Like, I don't even know what to say to this anymore. It's just an absolute massacre right now. Zack texting me, man, this is crazy. And of course, he had to miss the touchdown because his internet went out. He should be back here in the next couple seconds here. He's just got to wait for his Wi-Fi to reboot, and he'll log back in. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. I wish Zack was here to see that. Obviously, he didn't even get to watch it because his internet crashed out, so he probably missed the touchdown pass too. He probably just saw it on ESPN, but man. Oh, that's so tough, man. What an absolute beauty. But again, like I said earlier, where's the media now? Where's the media now? They said, oh, Tennessee's going to beat you. Oh, Oregon's going to beat you. It's 24-0, and it's not even close to halftime. It's 10 minutes left until halftime. It's 24-0. The same exact spot we were against Tennessee. Like, at this point, it's going to be a halftime. It's going to be almost 40-0. This is so crazy. If Ohio State, again, we talked about this during the Tennessee game. If Ohio State continues to play like this, they're going to be impossible to beat, and they're going to get ran through. And Ohio State's just going to run through the entire table and just run through every team that they see. But man, it's already. And here's Zack. Zack's back. There he is.
Sorry, guys. My internet decided to, or not my internet per se. It's actually more.
Oh no, he froze again. Oh no, shot, he froze again. And oh no, Zack.
It's about to say I was gonna lose it.
Oh my god! I was like, you lost. I thought I lost you again. I was like, no way, not again.
I was like, dog, I'm about to just take the pot off and just go to the Wi-Fi at this point. Jeebus.
Jesus, man, Jesus. But
so anyway, and
oh, there you go. I thought you were muted for a second.
Yeah, you're fine. But yeah, we were up 24-0. 24-0 right now on Oregon.
I was just talking while you were gone. With Jeremiah Smith there saying, I'm just letting everyone know right now we play Wednesday, man. We're taking a shot. And well, he's got his second touchdown of the day on 160 yards now on 5 catches.
And it is 10:28 to go in the second quarter, by the way.
Yeah. And that's why I said, man, if Ohio State gets that stop, there's probably going to be a score.
Yeah.
And 2 plays later, man, a perfect ball. I mean, I don't see how much wide open he could get after that. Like, we'll have to do that ball, David. I just saw Howard or Jerry Smith just stand there like, give it to me.
Yeah.
He just stood there with his hands up and like, all right, perfect, thank you.
Somebody from Oregon's going to the locker room. Looks like a running back.
It looks like, yes, a running back, James. He is headed back to the locker room. And that's going to be a big miss because that's their best running back, too.
What's really going to annoy me, too, is if media members are going to say anything about these wins from Ohio State, it's, both teams were trying to miss their top running back or whatever. It's like, dude,
they're going to.
It can't be an excuse. Like,
yeah,
these guys are on the biggest stages. Like, they got to play.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I said when you were gone. I sat there and I said, what's the narrative now going to be from the media? How are they going to spin this into making it seem like, oh, well, Ohio State just got lucky again? I was like, if it continues to go like this, by the end of the second quarter or by halftime, it's going to be 35-0, almost 40-0. And it's like, what are you going to spin now? We're up 35 at halftime. Are you going to sit there and
get to him? Nice.
Like, are you going to sit there and continue to spin the narrative that we just continue to get lucky, even though we're winning these games by 30 plus? Yeah. Like, you can't keep saying, oh, it was just luck. Well, because they missed their one running back. Okay, you think that one running back is going to make a massive difference?
Yeah.
But Ohio State definitely getting their revenge.
So far.
I
mean, had Downs again. I was about to say, if Downs didn't trip up over that guy, that was probably going to be a pick.
That's almost 2 picks there and I think there's Downs on both of them now. He should have 2 picks right now.
Yeah,
and that's not a great punt either. This guy, this punting has not been good for
Oregon. At the 30, and I think it's at about 34.
I think his deepest punt has been like 30 yards.
This is wow. I thought the freaking Tennessee game was something, man. This is nuts.
This is like, we were nervous about the Tennessee game, and that turned out to be great. That we were, again, a little bit on the edgy side coming into this game, and now it's like we're just chilling.
Yeah,
we're just chilling now.
People are like, this is embarrassing for Oregon.
It is. you're supposed to make this a game, and you're supposed to have the most fans too, because it's just a simple drive down from Oregon.
Can we just give Will Howard like a really solid clap, because this kid is having a great stretch of games after the team up north game where we all criticized the shit out of him and said, yeah, he's really not that great. And he's got 255 right now. He's literally on pace to have at least over 400. Now, I do expect us to running the ball a little bit, but to be honest, if I'm Ohio State, I'm trying to put up 50. Like I'm trying to put up 50, because you have to make a statement against a team like this, and really to the rest of the nation that says, listen, we fucked up against that team up north, but let's also not slide under this. Michigan beat Alabama last night.
Yeah.
19-13. Now, Milroe, who a lot of Browns fans have been wanting to draft before that game. I don't think there's a single Browns fan that wants to draft that kid after that game. I think he had 3 turnovers in the first half alone, and he just could not get the ball moving. Alabama looked like absolute dog shit. So for us to win the Natty, it would make Michigan look better than what they were, because they do have a good defense. They just had no offense.
Yeah.
And I think Ohio State just played scared. I think if Ohio State played like this, they would have beat the brakes off of.
They probably would have put up 60 against or against Michigan.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
But again, I think after that talk that they had after the Michigan game, it really said something about the players and the coaching staff and whatnot. And they said, listen, we're just going to, and like Jeremiah Smith said, we're just going to go for it. Like, we're just going to take shots. We're going to take chances.
Yeah.
And it's paying off. You're taking those shots. You're taking those chances. And it's working. I mean, you have 2 touchdowns there from Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah.
And they're taking every single chance they can get. They're taking deep shot after deep shot. And it's going really, really well. So we're gonna see if Ohio State continues to do that. If they're gonna try the run game out a little bit here.
All right.
Now that they have a massive cushion, and they do, and it's Henderson. Oh, and he's gone. And he's gone. He's gone. And it's a touchdown.
What is happening?
It's God. What the fuck is going on?
Go!
Oh my God, I'm ready.
Get out of here! Get him out! See ya! 30-0. There's still 8.5 minutes to go in the second quarter, dude. This is wild.
It's 30-0 in the oh, dude, this is great. Dude, this is fun. I'm having a good time. I'm having a fantastic time. One play, one run from Travion Henderson. And I just said they're gonna probably try the run game, and they do and they score.
This is hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, I'm calling the shot right now. Ohio State is winning the national championship this year. It's not going to be a contest if they play like this. It's not.
That's a 65-yard touchdown run from Travion Henderson.
Think about this. Okay. Who do you choose to stop more? Do you choose Jeremiah Smith? Do you choose Ibuka? Do you choose one of the running backs? You choose Tate. There's so many weapons on this football team. Even G. Scott has a chance to have some big plays. Will Howard can make big plays with his legs. This team is just complete on all facets of this game. Their defense is solid. The run game is electric. The passing, look at the yard differential. It looks like the Tennessee game again. They have almost 400 yards of offense, and we're not even halfway through the second quarter. This is something special, man. There is something here brewing. And this is on the biggest stage possible. 31-0.
And here is your brother Luca.
Yeah.
Bruh, I don't even know. Dude, we don't either. We don't either.
We're literally just sitting here geeking. Like we're not even like we're just giggling. We're cackling.
It's 31-0.
I mean, I just tweeted too. I was like, Oregon looks shell shocked. I don't think Oregon knows what to do. They don't know how to respond because, again, as I said earlier, they have not handled a lot of adversity. This season, and when they have, the teams that they did face it to were not like this. They weren't built like this. We can beat Penn State. We can beat Notre Dame. We can beat Texas, or we can beat Georgia. We can beat any of these teams as long as we play like this. And I think these players know that. Wow.
Dude, that's insane, man.
When you think about that, we have as many plays on offense as Oregon does, and we have triple the yards. We have 31 points on the board. We've just capitalized on big plays. And here comes Jack Sawyer almost had a pick six.
Yeah, imagine if he just had a pick six right then and there.
It would have been like, do you remember when we won the Natty last time? When we were in the Big Ten championship game against Wisconsin. And I think Joey Boza got either a pick or like a sack stripped right in the end zone right before halftime. And it really like cemented that game because we were already up like this. And they just ended the half just like that. And it's like, dog, what do you do?
3rd and 12, Gabriel with the pass.
Pick?
And that's just
pick.
Is it picked?
No, it wasn't.
And again, it's Caleb Downs again.
Yeah. See, you're frustrating them. Yes, this is exactly what I wanted. This is exactly what I wanted. You get under their skin, they won't respond.
And you know what you do? You go down and you score a touchdown again. That was almost picked off by Downs. Dude, Downs has been everywhere. And your boy says, like Oregon, maybe.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I'm getting sweaty, man. This is getting hot in here.
This is delicious.
Oh, man.
Another shitty punt. We've had some pretty drives that have just gotten us some great field position.
Yeah, man. And the punter's not doing them any favors. He's punting the ball 20 yards every time, and he can't.
He's had one good punt, I think, and that's about it.
Yeah, and there you go, Caleb Downs, Big Ten Defensive Back of the Year, consensus All-American.
Yeah, he's only a sophomore.
And he's the best DB in the country.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna probably be a top 10 or like top 15 pick next year. I guarantee it.
Dude, if he plays like this, he's gonna be top 5 if he's continuing to play like this.
Yeah, because he's like a Jabril, but way better. Way better.
All props
to Will. Oh yeah,
dude. Well, take out that A and it's Will Smith, baby.
Yeah, Will Howard has had himself a game, and here comes
Chuck James.
Stay on your feet, big bro. Let's go.
I would say if he just breaks all the tackles and goes.
This is what I knew was going to happen. As soon as we started to open it up with these big plays, Oregon was going to have to start playing back more, and now you're going to open up the run game. This is the way that you beat teams.
Texas
especially
is probably
when built like this.
Could you imagine all the Texas players watching this game? Like,
especially after they just struggled like hell against Arizona State. Struggled. I mean, they gave up that Arizona State running back. He had like 40-something yards passing. He had like 160 yards rushing, and he had like 50 more yards receiving or some shit. He had himself a crazy game, and they still lost. Like,
dude, I bet
he even had a touchdown pass, and he's a running back. Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, can you? I would love to see Quinn Ewers right now. Like, can you just transfer me back to Ohio State, and I can be like Will Howard's backup or something for the rest of the time with me a natty?
Yeah.
Man, fuck this place, man. I'm not gonna get killed by these guys.
Right. Yeah, these Oregon head coaches are just probably like,
yeah.
Fuck, if I'm turning in the pads right now. Exactly.
Like, yeah, I'm not playing in this game.
Right. 3rd and 1 or 2, I think.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, they're just gonna keep running the ball. They're not even gonna care anymore. They're done passing.
Because again, as long as you're getting points or as long as you're pinning them back, in good field position for them, that's all you need.
I'm wondering too. Fuck, it slipped my mind. I'm wondering if Jeremiah Smith is talking with Brian Hartline and the coaching staff. Like, listen, I want to go after that record set by Smith and Jigba. Like, I want to go for it. I'm at 160 yards right now with 6 minutes left in the second.
Yeah, that was a crazy play call. That was a crazy play call.
That was a gutsy play call.
They just had a QB sneak on a 3rd and 2. Like, nobody thought that was going to happen. Watch. He just...
Look how open that is.
I'm pretty sure he had to have, like, audibled that because...
He did, I think.
Because the whole right there at the beginning. So he just knew. He was like, fuck it, we're going for it.
Now do you look for Jeremiah Smith again? And, like, look at Smith. He's talking to him like, listen, I'm going to be open. Find me, big boy.
I mean, we almost have 400 yards of offense.
Yeah, at halftime. Yeah, they're highlighting. Look at Jeremiah Smith. Yes. He's gonna get the ball here.
Just hang on to that ball, buddy. It's all we care about.
About a 5-yard gain, 6-yard gain.
I mean, that's the crazy part about Jeremiah Smith is you can use him as that like H-back too.
Well, and a Buka too, because they used the Buka on the other one prior to it.
I mean, I'm sure you could even use Tate there as well. He's certainly fast, fast enough.
All these guys, and I think this is what makes Ohio State so good, is that they're all versatile and they can all play different positions and they can all just do different things.
And what's crazy is the only guy you're really going to lose on this offense in terms of the receivers is Abuka.
Yeah.
Tate comes back. Smith comes back. I mean, you're going to lose your running backs, but you're going to bring in that kid from West Virginia. Peoples looked great this year. I wouldn't be surprised if they bring in one more transfer or at least have another, solid recruit, which I'm sure they do.
And you got Julian Saying as your quarterback.
I mean, Julian Saying, I'm so excited to see what he does for next year.
Like, this Ohio State team is just going to get better and better.
And Brian Hartline literally said he doesn't want to leave Ohio State. No. He's like, I'm totally content being here. He's like, I really am. I'm not trying to be a head coach right now. Nah, that's okay.
I think they know, too, that if anything happens to Ryan Day, he's next in line.
Mm-hmm. I think that's really why he wants to stay here, is because he knows.
Yeah, I think he knows once Ryan Day leaves or he gets fired or something, he's next up.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, too, it's still great for our wide receiver room, too, because he's going to always get the best wide receivers in the country coming to him.
Yeah.
To play for him. Like 270 yards, and it's not even you got 3.5 minutes left. Judkins again, stop short. So they're definitely going to go with a passing play here.
Even so, you're pretty much in field goal range too.
Yeah. Go ahead and make it 38-0 here at the end here.
I mean, that would be gnarly. I mean, even going up 34-0 at half is disgusting as is.
Yeah. And at this point, I'm not going to care if Jay Fielding even misses the field goal.
No.
You're up 31-0. Like, okay, you can afford to miss.
No. And plus, like, even if you do miss, you're not really putting them in a good spot on the field as well.
That's going to be a PI.
That could have been a PI.
It looked like he was holding them the whole way.
I think so too, but they didn't call it.
And are they going to go for it? Nope. Okay, they're going to kick the field goal.
Nah,
for a second,
no reason to.
It looked like Howard's running back into the middle. I was like, was they going to go for it?
Dude, if they did, that'd be like the biggest dick move since the Indiana game.
Yeah. Go to for a 4th down, get a touchdown or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's a dick move, eh?
I mean, you just made a 46-yarder. This should be a little bit of a cheap shot.
36, yeah. So 10 yards shorter.
I mean, it is at an angle, so this is a little goofy, but you got it.
He's
right
got
up the
it.
gut.
Right up
34-0. Again, as long as you're putting points up on the board, it doesn't matter how you do it.
Yeah.
It just continues to deplete Oregon.
Man, oh man, what a game, dude. This is crazy.
I'm curious to see what Kirk says about this.
Yeah. Well, I still think Ohio State has a lot of work to do.
Mm-hmm.
Just be glad this isn't an SEC team. Oh, my goodness.
Again, it's just something about this stadium that Ohio State seems to just rise to the occasion too. It's just got that magic, man. It really does. This stadium is gorgeous, but it's also, I mean, it's just one of the most historical stadiums in college football besides Ohio State's stadium. I mean,
I was so
these are
lucky
two of
too.
like the oldest ones.
And I was so lucky too. Last Christmas, I was able to go see the Coliseum, LA Coliseum,
Oh yeah.
where USC plays. Because UCLA has Pasadena, I believe,
Mhm.
or yeah, this one, and I think USC has the Coliseum.
Yeah.
And Coliseum looks amazing.
Oh yeah.
Again, like you said, two historical stadiums right there in LA, and including Ohio Stadium as well.
Yeah.
Just the old bowl architecture of the 1920s.
Yeah. I think USC is the one that has Pasadena here, and UCLA has the other one. Unless they share it, they might share it. Low key, I don't know. But was I not on my fucking thingy? Oh no, I'm not. I'm on my. I was trying to watch the game, and apparently I had it on my Google channel instead of my stepmom's, who has like the family plan thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, shout out to our friend who has a YouTube TV. No, not Zach again. No, Zach, no. Did it happen again? Is Zach gone? Oh man, he might just unplug the pod at this point and just go straight to the Wi-Fi because he keeps getting booted off. Yep, there he goes. Bye, Zach. We'll see you in a minute. Oh man, poor guy. He can't even get his internet correct. His internet keeps going all screwy and go out. Oh man, 34-0 is wild work. Man. Man, oh man. Yeah, Zach will be back in a second, boys. He's got some internet issues. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he switched to the Wi-Fi like he said. He might be unplugging that pod and going straight to Wi-Fi. Which I don't see why not. I'm on Wi-Fi and it's going just great. Of course, I had to pay the Wi-Fi bill today. Happy New Year, Wi-Fi bill, internet bill. Pay up, son. Oh man, 34-0. Will Howard 269 yards. Jeremiah Smith 160 yards. 2 touchdowns for Jeremiah Smith. 3 for Will Howard. And my goodness, man, Trevion Henderson with 2 carries, 70 yards, and a tutty. Man, oh man. Too bad there's no later game. I know me and Zach haven't talked about this yet, and I'm sure we'll talk about it during halftime and whatnot. Well, that's if my food doesn't show up yet. I'm getting myself some good old fashioned teriyaki chicken. And yeah, We'll see. For those who don't know yet, I'm sure everyone knows now, is because there's no late game tonight because of the events going down in New Orleans. Some crazy lunatic drove his truck into a crowd of people. There was a terrorist attack, and it seemed, and I think there's also reports of people working with the guy, and there's like IEDs placed around this, a couple IEDs placed around the city. So, and that ball is, oh, it was caught by Oregon. Wow, I thought that was picked off. I thought that was gonna be picked off and gonna be the end of the quarter, but yeah, I think there was some kind of like planned a terrorist attack in New Orleans. So they ended up postponing the game. It's gonna be played tomorrow night instead. So if you're wondering why there's no late night game tonight, it's because of something. It's because of that. So it's unfortunate. Prayers go out to the people involved that got injured or killed or whatnot. Our prayers go out to you guys and to the families and to the friends of the people who have lost their lives and the people who are currently injured in hospitals, because this is a horrendous, horrific thing that's going on right now. Oh, and then Gabriel goes down for a second. It's JT. Yep, it's JT. JTT with the sack. Man. Oregon cannot get this offense going, man. They cannot get going on offense. And it's fantastic to see. Ohio State probably just going for a shutout at this point. There's about 40 seconds left until the half. Let's see what Oregon continue to do here. Ball snap. Back. Throws, and wow, wide open. And he is going to be tackled right about the 23-yard line. Oregon going to call a timeout here, most likely. And yeah, Igbeneusen just left him back there. No help. And a little dump off screen, and that's going to be about a 3-yard gain. Tackle there by Caleb Downs. Zack should be back in here by halftime. His internet just crashed out again, so we'll see what happens with him. And Gabriel had to jump and make that little screen pass too, because he's so small. Had to jump over the line just to even make the pass. So we're going to keep this thing going until Zack gets back. So yeah, the Notre Dame Georgia game, Sugar Bowl will not be played. It will be played tomorrow night at 4:00. So stay on the lookout for that game. Obviously, me and Zack are not going to live stream that because it's not Ohio State, but serious, unfortunate events going down in New Orleans right now. Back goes Gabriel. That should be a holding. No flags, but there should be a holding back there. Looked like some Ohio State defensive lineman got held and could have gotten a sack, but they're going to let that go. There's about 9 seconds left in the quarter. Almost halftime. Let's see what they draw up here. They're going to, well, they could actually afford to run it here because they got 2 timeouts. But it looks like they're going to go over the pass. Steps back, throws, complete, first down, and whoa, cracking hit. Oh my God. 2 seconds left, and I think they might just go kick field goal here and just go into the halftime with at least some points, unless they're going to go for it. They do get the ball back at the half. Actually, they should go for it, and they probably will go for it because they get the ball back at half. So I would not be surprised if Oregon goes for it. They get the ball, so if they score here, they can get a they can be down 34-7 and get the ball back and try and make some kind of comeback here. There he is.
Fun. All right.
I was just stating that Oregon is going to go for it here on the first and goal with 3 seconds left to see if they can't get a quick touchdown because they get the ball back at the half.
Right.
But it'd be great if we can get a stop here. Keep it no points going into halftime.
I kind of want to listen to saying really is. I don't know why my internet's being so goofy. It almost kicked me out again.
Oh, shit. Is it the pod or is it just your...
I don't know. I mean, it seems like it's the pod. I tried to use the other one, but it would have taken too long to get set up. So I'll probably do that after and try that. But it might. I don't know. It might be getting a little warm or something. I don't really know what's going on.
Might have to put like a fan to it or something and
Maybe
let it cool down in there. Because it's getting warm in my room too. So I was gonna probably go to the restroom at halftime and change like out of this hoodie, put on like Ohio State shirt. I mean, I have Ohio State shirt on underneath, but like,
yeah,
it's getting a little toasty in here.
Yeah, it's getting a little warm.
I mean, we've been too excited with how the game's been going. So it's getting a little toasty. Hey, steps back. 0's on the clock. He's gonna run it. He's gonna throw it, and that's gonna be a touchdown.
Took you long enough.
I mean, yeah, he's in. It's clearly a touchdown. Unless they're saying he hasn't had control.
Nah, he got it.
It looks like he has control and he's got it.
Yeah, the college rules are quite a bit different in terms of what control means.
And then here we go. They're going to go for 2?
Yeah.
Wow. I will say, while you were gone, I thought there was going to be a couple holding calls on Oregon because it looked like on some of the plays, and it's good. On some of the plays, there was a couple there was a couple holdings where we would have gotten to Dylan Gabriel and he was able to escape, but I think they're gonna let this one be a physical game. I think because I don't think there's been a flag yet.
No, not really. I don't think there has either.
So I think they're gonna let this be kind of like its own like a little bloodbath. They're gonna let this they're just gonna let things go. It seems like in this game,
right?
Because there was a couple holding. If you were to watch, there was a couple holdings on that drive for that touchdown drive for Oregon.
Right.
All right. Well, now it's halftime. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick and get resituated.
All right, gents. So far, a pretty freaking good half. I mean, yeah, Oregon scored, but it was bound to have to happen. You just got to come out in this, in the second half, and you really have to make sure to let them know, like, hey, that was your one chance to score. That's it. That's all you're getting. It probably won't be because Oregon is a good team, but as long as Ohio State can continue to put points on the board each time they go on offense, you're going to win this game anyway. So you just can't fall into it. Can't get too comfortable. Ohio State has to continue playing hard and physical at the line of scrimmage, like Ryan Day said. And if you just continue to win that, this game's going to be over. A lot of us are pretty much saying that it is over right now. I mean, 34-8 is a big gap to try to convert, but Ohio State just can't fall into the trap. They have to keep their foot on the gas. Yep. I really just saw a tweet that says the staff has been known to get conservative and relax. You cannot do that today. Even if that means scoring 70 points, I don't care either. Like, you got to be able to put the pedal to the metal and continue it. Cannot let them even get close to this game. Cannot. This game has been insane, though. Wow. Just nuts. Nuts to even think about. I had a feeling that we were going to play well. Just didn't think it was going to be like this. Also, this is not alcohol. It's called Clearly Canadian. Said this earlier on the show, but it's like a seltzer water. And it's phenomenal. Forest Blackberry is the one that I was given because I didn't have a choice. I took it. It's just good. Very good. Apparently, it's kind of expensive, but 0 calories, 0 sugar. I love it. Just tastes really good. I gotta put these away before I eat them all. I'm going to. Best
All right.
snack ever, man. Best snack ever. Cheez-Its.
Oh, absolutely.
Coated.
Got me my Ohio State T-shirt on, so I'm nice and not overheated.
I do have one underneath this as well, so
this feels better. Not dying.
I feel okay. Actually, I'm gonna check my the temperatures though, make sure they're not too high.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, it's 60. I mean, it's gonna cool down quite a bit this week. I mean, it rained almost all weekend, and then to literally like late last night, and then it started snowing. It's just dumb.
Oh yeah, I also talked about that when you were gone on the internet. The Sugar Bowl being postponed. Said a quick shout out and prayers to the families and friends of the people who unfortunately lost lives.
Yeah, it was about 10 people that died. I think over 30-something people got hurt. I mean, the dude ran a truck into a crowd of people and then started shooting people. I think two cops got killed as well.
I think they said they were in the hospital, but they should be able to recover from the shooting.
Good.
So, wild. And I thought I saw somewhere that he wasn't acting alone. That he ran to truck into a crowd of people while a couple of his friends were placing like a couple IEDs around the city.
Jesus.
So they're thinking it's a full-blown terrorist attack.
Which is weird because the guy that did it he's like American born.
He's born and raised in Texas.
Yeah, his name was something a little
his name is Middle Eastern. You already get the crazy people are saying, "Oh, it's because he's Muslim and all this and that." And
it has like nothing to do with being a Muslim, because there is a difference between people in the Middle East who are Muslim, which is a very it's a very peaceful religion.
Yeah.
And then there's actual Islamic terrorists that say they are are Muslim, but they have such wrong prophecies and ideologies. They're fucking crazy.
Yeah, so, and the thing is, the guy was born and raised in Texas. He served in the U.S. military.
Wow.
Had a lot of U.S. military awards and whatnot. So he's a full blown American. He didn't come up from Mexico and stuff like that, because I keep hearing that too. It's because of the open borders of Joe Biden. It's because we have this. It's like, brother, he's born and raised in America.
Yeah.
And if anything, he didn't come from Mexico. He came from the Middle East.
Yeah.
You can't put a border in the ocean.
Right.
So, yeah, it's just one of those things that's it's freaky. You just pray to God that people are okay and out of there. Also, too, shout out to our brother Austin, who's down there and he's safe and well.
Yeah.
So glad he wasn't injured.
Oh yeah, I literally talked to him this morning. I was like, "Hey man, are you good up there?" Because when I heard everything, and he told me he was in, New Orleans. I was like, "Oh shit, I should, check on him." He stayed on Bourbon Street where everything happened. So he said he left like 25 minutes before everything happened. So he's like, I'm very lucky, fortunate. It is, dude. It's wild. Like, that's the most wild timing ever.
Absolutely.
But that's why I don't like going out and doing like crazy shit on New Year's Eve. Because if you're gonna have any sort of terrorist attacks or any sort of like major incidents that could happen, or even just a random just free for all type of shooting, it's gonna be on a major day event where tensions rise, like in Akron, you hear every Halloween you have shootings going on.
Yeah.
Because of parties and stuff. It's, for me, I'm already a homebody anyway. I hate going out to bars. I've never enjoyed it.
Me too.
And every time I did go out, I was like, I just want to go home now. I don't even want to be here. I would have fun for an hour and I'd be like, okay, it's time for me to go home.
Well, see, I was always the type of guy who would rather just again stay home, watch the game, and drink, and just chill at home.
I'm very much like a like if I'm gonna be trying to hang out with people, I want to have a bonfire. I want to hang around a fire all
Yeah.
night. Like I want to have a few drinks, um, and just have some fun. That was my jam, especially during COVID, man. Who COVID was prime for fires and drinking
Oh
and
yeah.
other festivities. Even though you weren't supposed to, but we didn't give a fuck. me and my buddies like would, because I mean that's when I wasn't even having to go to school and I didn't work because I was unemployed for like that 2 or 3 month span that we were out of commission. And I was like, I got nothing else better to do. Let's go hang out. And it'd be like 2 a.m. and just go like drive around on back roads and do nothing. That's the fun part about having to live in the sticks, what I call it, the country. But like I'm in not the sticks anymore. But I loved being out there. It's so peaceful, and I can't wait to move back.
Yeah, for sure. I see. I'm not much of like a country person. I like the city
Yeah.
because I just like being around stuff to do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that is going to all the sports
Yep.
events and stuff. Shit.
Yeah, I mean that's the only like true upside to having to live in an area like that
Yeah.
is the fact that there's sporting events to go to. So like if that's your thing, like when you go to the Guardians games because you get the the
Ballpark
pass,
pass. Yeah.
it's so perfect to just be there. But the
Yeah.
downside is rent can be expensive up there. I know where you're at, it's not too bad, but I'm sure there's plenty of
Oh
apartment
yeah.
buildings that are above like $2,000 a month, and it's like a 1.5 or 2 bed, 1 bath or like 1.5 bath, and you're just like, fuck,
Yeah. We're
good lord.
where we are is 2 bed, 2 bath. 1,600 a month, 1,650.
And even that's still like a little bit
Yeah.
expensive. 'Cause I mean,
But it's so much easier when there's 2 people compared to one.
yeah, absolutely. You split it in half and you're good.
Yeah.
When I was living with my buddy before I'm in my place now, our place it said it was 3 bed, 1.5 bath. It was more like a 2.5 bed, 1.5 bath because the other spare bedroom it was like the size of like a walk-in closet. Like it was not a
Yeah.
big room at all. So I didn't count it as a room. And my room was the only one that had like a closet to use. It was whack, but it was a lot of space, and it was only like 1,000 a month for us. So it was cheap. And
I think if I were to say if I missed anything about living in Akron, it was definitely
cheap, yeah.
the cheap rent because it's like I could get like a 2 bedroom apartment, 1.5 baths for like 800 a month.
Yeah, and I mean, depending on where you're at in certain parts of of Akron, it's actually totally worth it. But like you
Yeah.
stay,
I was in
like
the
you get
falls.
into so like you get into parts of it's fine if you
Yeah.
get into parts of like the old or like more East Akron. I think is a little bit more fun for me. I'm not a huge fan of like the west side of that Akron with like Kenmore and Firestone.
No.
Those areas are just getting more and more worse. And then parts of North Akron suck. But then once you get into like Monroe Falls and stuff, it's fine. It's
Yeah.
just timber top. I heard is pretty gross now. It used to be really nice, but now it's like people are putting like heroin needles in like people's tires and shit. I'm like, geez, it's kind of fucked up.
I think Akron as a whole is just getting shittier and shittier every year.
It sucks, man, because like Akron used to be pretty sick.
It used to be a thriving city, and now it's just getting worse and worse.
Yeah, because when I lived there, I was off in Newton.
Yeah,
I was pretty close to like East High School.
Yeah, and you knew exactly where I live.
Yeah,
because I was right close to where you were off of Newton. I was like 5 minutes down the road.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you were not far.
Because our favorite place to go eat is the Fiesta Pizza off of Newton Street. That's our favorite spot. We love Fiesta Pizza. That place is so good.
Fiesta is, man, their pizza's phenomenal. But dude, that chicken and JoJo's is something else,
Oh,
man.
yeah,
If you
dude.
guys live around the area and you guys have a feed, a fucking Fiesta to eat at, go for it. Like,
Fiesta Pizza's great, man.
I
It's
have
great
had it.
food,
It sucks though because it is expensive.
but it's definitely worth it.
It is worth it. Like, so there's certain places to eat, like even Guido's out here by by me, like fantastic.
Yeah.
I've always been a fan of Giannino's Pizza.
Yeah,
Not really
Genius
so
is
much
not bad.
their. I mean, their chicken isn't too bad either. But like, there's certain spots like I don't enjoy Pizza Hut. That place always sucks to me. I
I mean,
think
it's just
Domino's is all right, especially for the amount of money you spend. Like Domino's is cheap and it's actually not bad.
if I were to choose of the chain pizza places, Domino's would be my top choice.
Domino's and Romeo's, if you've ever had Romeo's.
Yeah, Romeo's is solid. I like Romeo's,
Yeah.
but my top choice is most definitely Domino's because
Mhm.
I usually when
Cheap,
we
dude, and the coupons always save money.
dude, that's what I'm saying. And then you like if you get like at least like a pizza every week
Yeah.
for like the month, you get like a free pizza.
Mhm.
So it's like
Yeah, I had I used up that um yeah,
emergency
the
pizza.
emergency pizza the one day, and I was like, "Oh, sick! I got a free pizza to use up. Shit, I gotta use it up because it would expire in like 2 or 3 days." I was like, "Yeah, I should probably just use it up."
Yeah, and then I always like to get
So,
the stuffed cheesy bread too.
mm, man,
All right, or
that's
now we get what me and Jenna do is we get the pepperoni bread, stuffed cheesy bread,
okay.
and the pepperoni one is cheesy bread is so amazing. It's so good.
I like the loaded tater tots that they have too.
Okay, yeah,
If you haven't had those are pretty solid. They have like loaded like boneless uh chicken as well that they'll do. They have one that's like I think it's a chicken bacon ranch one that's really really good.
yeah. And their new the 3 cheese mac is really good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, their pasta's good.
Their
Actually,
pastas
that's
are
in
really
general.
good. Like if I didn't want a pizza, I would always get their pasta or something.
Yeah, it's really not that bad in price either. I think those are like 13 or 14 bucks or something. It's a
It's
pretty good amount of pasta.
Speaking of food, Jenna just texted me saying the delivery's almost here for our food.
Nice. Well, it's still halftime, so you're good.
Yeah, because we're getting so we ordered food earlier today off of Uber Eats,
Mm.
and they ended up screwing our order up because we both ordered Alfredo from this Italian restaurant. Well, there was no Alfredo sauce. They basically just gave us fucking noodles and that was it. So we had to make our own fucking pasta sauce. And so we got all of our money back for the delivery, and then we just used it to get Japanese. She's got salmon teriyaki, and I got some chicken teriyaki coming.
Oh yeah. Oh, Japanese food sounds lit.
Dude, I love Japanese food. It is so good. Some egg roll.
Some egg rolls. I mean, I'm a huge fan of sushi as well.
Yeah,
I
I'm
even
not a
like
big fan of
Thai
sushi.
food
I
too,
don't like sushi.
dude. I love. And the Thai food's pretty good too.
Yeah,
So,
my favorite's Indian food. I love Indian food.
see, I haven't had enough Indian food to really have a good like grasp
Chicken
on it, but it's
chicken
good. I
tikka
know it is.
masala is so good. Get the
Yeah,
chicken tikka. Oh, it's banging.
just get that bread as well. Oh, the
Okay.
naan.
All right, I will return with my food.
Yep. Excuse me. All right, started the second half. It's about to begin here, guys. Again, if anybody is tuning in, go ahead and follow us on Twitter. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on all of the socials. We're trying to get more and more active on here as streamers and stuff. And once the football stuff ends, we'll probably do some occasional streams with the Cavs as well, since the Cavs are absolutely dominating right now. They just came off a back-to-back dub against, what was it, Denver and the Lakers, I think. Point is, we're kicking ass and taking names over there. And, yeah, we're the best team in the league. So, besides the Browns being ass, things are pretty chilling over here. I can't lie. It's not going to be possible, my friend. I'm sorry to say. Yeah, this stuff's really, really good. And I'm surprised I've never heard of it until 2 days ago. Tyleek Williams, what a big human being that kid is. No. Insane. Get to him, Jack. Get to him, Jack. Yes, finally getting some pressure on the quarterback. Let's go. Yes. This is what Ohio State needs to do now. They need to get more pressure on the quarterback. If they do that, Oregon is not going to be able to sniff past the 50. I'm telling you. Keep everything in front of you here. Don't let them get a big play for no freaking reason. Bring 4, have everybody else in pass coverage. Jack Sawyer is trying to get some more pressure here. And oh my God, he got it. Holy shit. He's short. Wow. Damn, that was a good throw. Good catch, too. A really good throw. They let exactly what I said not to happen. They let a big play go again. You got it. Good try, though. Here we go. Oregon's going to start slowly fighting back now. Ohio State's offense is going to have to really compete now. They're really going to have to keep the pedal to the metal. They can't let Oregon get anything going with their defense. This offense is definitely going to put up some points, but it's just what's going to have to happen here. Oregon is not just going to sit down. You're not getting anywhere there. Maybe a yard. Maybe a yard. Or 3rd and 5. This is 4-down territory for them, regardless of if they make this or not. Good pass. Yeah, Oregon's going to score here, I think. You know, guys, I'm getting really tired of Kirk fucking Herbstreit. He is such an Ohio State hater, which makes no sense to me considering he played here. What are we doing? Playing lax on fucking defense now, or Oregon's about to score. God damn it, dude.
Defense playing terribly.
We're just playing lax. Like, we're not playing aggressive. We're not bringing pressure, and we need to fucking do that. We gave up a 3rd and 22 to start to really set this drive up. God, fucking damn it, man. If we start doing this shit, this is going to be a fucking stupid second half. Which is why I was saying while you were gone, Ohio State's offense has got to continue putting points up on the board. We can't have any drives that stall out or any 3 and outs at all. Like, we have to have some sustainable drives, put up any points at all. Even if there's some more field goals, you got to put some points up.
You can't give them the opportunity to come back. You can't give them the opportunity to just build confidence.
Especially now that Oregon's really starting to chunk out some drives like this. Like, this is another 10-play drive once again. So they're going to score again. I'm already putting that in my head. They're going to score here. So Ohio State they can't fucking dick around, man. This is what pisses me off about this team. And what I was saying before you got back to, I'm getting real tired of hearing Kirk fucking Herbstreit on all of these calls. He's such the biggest Ohio State hater I've ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane. This guy fucking played here, and he is such a hater.
Like, I don't get why.
It's because the fans bullied him out of Ohio or out of Columbus pretty much. It's fucking hilarious to me.
I mean, we wouldn't have to if he wasn't an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dan Lanning decided to quit. Concede the Rose Bowl. Tough game. Yeah, you can only let them escape with a field goal here. You can't let them get a touchdown. That's funny. Chris Broussard tweeted out, feels like a good time to remind everyone I'm from Ohio.
That's fucking funny.
And then I don't know if you ever watched Urinating Tree on YouTube.
I don't think so.
Great sports channel, by the way. If you guys are into sports, Urinating Tree is a great watch. Very knowledgeable of every sport, like hockey, basketball, football, baseball. Like, very, very knowledgeable. And he's got I think it's 500K subscribers on YouTube, so he's pretty big.
Yeah.
He tweeted out, "I cooked a delicious roast duck for dinner tonight. Somehow it shows more life than Oregon right now."
Jeez.
Oh, man.
All right. Second goal here for Oregon. They fucking, dude. These refs do not want to call anything for us.
No.
Should have been a false start on them.
Well, that's what I mean. They're just going to allow this game to go. There has been 0 flags in this game.
All right, so Oregon scores. That's fine. That was another hold that they didn't fucking call. Like, this is incredible. 88 is tackling JTT.
Yeah.
Fucking embarrassing. All right. Ohio State's offense has got to come out and start swinging again.
Yep. Another touchdown.
I mean, like, do not start off running the ball here. Like, I want to see some more shots. Like, I want to see them continue to be aggressive.
Yeah.
There's no reason to let this to start to crumble.
This is interesting. Joel Bitonio plans to address the current state of affairs with the Browns at his exit interview with the team. And he makes it clear that Kevin Stefanski isn't the problem.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Are we feeling nervous at all?
A little, just because I know that Oregon can come back.
Mm-hmm.
But again, if you can, I think Oregon is taking too much time off the clock, and it's hurting themselves more than it's hurting us.
Yeah.
Because for us, it's like, okay, we can go down and score quickly, but their drives are they're taking long drives. If you look at the average drives for if you look at our average drives, we're taking like 4 plays for every touchdown we had.
Yeah, it seemed like it.
It's like a 4-play average. So for us at least, we're taking no more than 2-3 minutes to score. They're taking those last 2 drives. They took 7 minutes.
Yeah.
So also your boys in here, Jack McCurry. OSU really needs a TD here to calm my nerves. I mean, I completely agree. And there's a handoff to Henderson.
It's fine. It's a good little run then.
And then he says, I really think the team leaders want clarity on Watson's future.
Right.
I do too. Like, I think that's why Joel Bitonio said what he said. I think everyone knows that it was never Kevin Stefanski's fault. It was almost more of like the front office pushing him to start and play Deshaun Watson, not so much that he wanted to.
I mean, I think it was the front office's choice to bring in Dorsey, which was insane to me.
I agree with that too. Then there should be a penalty flag there. It looked like he just kicked him at the end of the play.
Well, he was wanting to stand over him, and the guys were like, "Get the fuck out of his way! Don't do that. We don't need a penalty."
Well, it looked like he did like a small little kick on him.
Yeah.
Like he kicked him in the butt.
I think he just tripped.
It may be. But yeah, I think with the Browns, there's going to be a lot of players wanting clarity on Watson's future.
Yeah, get rid of it. Give me that DTPI. Come on, fucking A.
I'm telling you,
damn it.
There's not been a single flag in this game, and they're not going to throw a flag.
It's pissing me off the way this is going to go. They're going to let Oregon come right back in this fucking game.
Yeah. Yeah, because it looks like I want to see well, they're not going to show it. But it looks like he was holding on to him. I actually want to see if there's any. Let's see. Yeah. I'll put it up on the break screen just so for everyone to see. If I go up to team stats, penalties, not been a single penalty all game. Not a single one.
Wild to me. Wild.
They're gonna let this game go. They're gonna let this game be a chicken fight or a dog fight. They're gonna let it go. They're gonna let a lot of holdings and stuff go. Like I said earlier, the first touchdown they scored, there was multiple holdings on that drive on Oregon that they were able to get away with. Because there was a couple times where JT and Sawyer would have gotten to Gabriel and they were held and he was freely able to just go. They're not going to, like, this is probably going to be the first game I've ever witnessed in history where there's probably going to not be a single penalty at all. Or there's going to be one single penalty and it's going to kill a team. And I mean, like, it's going to kill a drive. It's going to cause, like, a turnover or something. It's going to be, like, a game-changing penalty.
Right.
So we'll see. By the way, this chicken teriyaki is so good.
Oh, I bet it is.
Oh, dude, it's so good. I think this is helping calm my nerves a little bit. Definitely should do a mock draft episode before the NFL draft.
Yeah.
Maybe sometime in like March or like end of March or something. And we also got to do that roundtable with your boys.
Oh, yeah. I definitely want to do that.
That would be fun. I'm so glad the Browns game's at 4:30 on Saturday. Get that shit done and over with.
Honestly, I'm probably not even gonna watch it. I can't lie to you. I probably will just because it's gonna be on. But like, I'm doing something. I'm not gonna go out of my way to watch it.
No,
give me that. Oh, that would have really been the momentum we needed right there.
That would have changed everything.
Yep.
That would have really turned the tides of everything.
I think that was Sawyer that bopped that. Sawyer's really good at that.
And yeah, he just slipped at the end there. Couldn't make the catch. Damn. That would have been crucial. But you need to stop here.
Got to bring pressure, man. We're only going to bring 4 guys every time. Get him, Jack. Yes, that's what we needed. That's Jack's second of this half too. Well, of this quarter.
Yep.
Come on, get him a 3 and out here. Have him punt again.
That's just great effort by Jack Sawyer.
Yeah, that is what you call a coverage sack.
And see, that's the problem I have with guys like Shadur Sanders and why I don't want the Browns to draft them. It's because they just run around like Deshaun Watson. They just run around like that with their heads cut off. And see, like there's a holding there on Jack Sawyer.
Yeah, another sack. Let's go, Cody Simon. Yes, 3 and outs. That's what we needed.
But you see what I mean? There's that holding on Jack Sawyer.
Yeah.
They're going to get away with all those as much as possible.
I think they literally made him as a spy. Yeah, they did make him a spy. That was good. That's the one guy that you want as a spy. He is so good. He's going to be a really good player in the league.
I would love a blocked punt right here.
It would be pretty sick to get one here, but...
No. For a second, I thought that ball was going to stick to the ground.
Another bad punt.
To the 44-ish.
Yeah.
Right on the edge.
All right. Got to get to points here. Even if we get 3, points are points.
You need something. You have to have a couple points here.
Yes.
A touchdown would be phenomenal right now. Like Jack said earlier, a touchdown would really calm my nerves.
Yeah.
But you got to get back to what you did in the first half, man. Got to put points up on the board, and you got to keep doing it. Play a tough, hard defense.
Yeah.
But if you win this game like you did against Tennessee, man, I don't see how Ohio State doesn't win this whole thing.
All right.
At least we'll have something to cheer about in Ohio because the Browns suck. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Jack McCurry, Sawyer with 3.5 sacks in the playoffs is boosting his draft stock. Absolutely.
I mean, all of the mock drafts that I've been doing. So shout out to Jack. Jack always does a mock draft, basically like every week. Go follow the Dogland channel. The Dogland boys are my boys. They've been my boys for years. But I don't know if what you use, Jack, where you're seeing Jack Sawyer at, but like I've been seeing him like kind of mid-ish second round. Like he's going before JTT in most mock drafts for me. And I can see that. I mean, I've been able to take him a few times. I think I had him one time in like around the 3rd round, or it was like late 2nd round, but it was because I did trades. Because what I usually do is I would trade us back from 3 and get like anywhere from like 5 to 8. And then I'd get an additional like 2nd round pick.
Yeah.
In like the 50s. So actually I think that would be 3rd round. Yeah, it's more like 3rd round.
Have you been getting them in like mid-second or is it like early second?
Let me see. I'll pull up because I got screenshots of all the Okay, so I've got him at 71, so that's third, fourth, I think.
Yeah.
I've also gotten him. I even got Judkins at 65, who's going just above Henderson in most of the drafts that I've done. I also got Jack Sawyer at 64. I got Igbenusa at 68 in this draft as well. And I ended up getting a tackle. Yeah, mock draft database has him second, JTT mid second. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've been able to get him in like the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
So it hasn't been too bad. It just depends on where we go. Dude, this Browns mock draft is going to be so hard to predict, dude. Like, I'm sure you're going a lot of different avenues, like myself. Like, I've gone Cam Ward, I've gone Travis, Hunter when I've gotten the chance. I've traded back. Like, I've done just about everything I can on these mock drafts. They're so undamn predictable. They really
Oh,
are.
absolutely.
I mean, and there's a few guys that you like keep trying to look for, or at least trying to get certain types of hits on certain positions. But I mean, I do agree with you, Drew. I really like that Will Campbell kid.
I love that Will Campbell kid. I think
Like,
he's going to be phenomenal.
even if you take him at 3, I think it's still pretty solid stock for him. Like, because he's just gonna be that good.
Well, and I think it just covers a positional
Oh my
need that
God.
it just covers a need that you absolutely need.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know you run the risk of him turning out to be exactly like Jed Wills.
Yeah.
Because you drafted Jed Wills at 10 in 2020. And he looks like he just slipped.
Yeah.
It
was a stupid play. I don't know why they did that. They had 4 fucking people on 2. Like, that just didn't make sense.
Well, you got one-on-one matchups right now.
Yep.
Yep, and that's where you go.
Yep. Give it back to the strongest dude.
But yeah, I think there's those fears that Campbell could turn into Jed Wills is what people fear. But the thing is, I think he has the right attitude.
Yeah.
Compared to Jed Wills, because I think Jed Wills came into the league with just like kind of like a piss poor attitude.
Yeah, his attitude has always been his biggest downfall. He just sits there and pouts.
Yeah.
But I definitely think we're gonna take at least a tackle, and then I'm hoping to get a guard or even at least a snapper
what
again.
Catch. Oh my god!
Catch. Holy shnikes, man! This guy is filthy.
And what a play by Howard.
Yards.
Yeah, what a play by Howard. Good play by Howard to get out of the pocket and to make that quick throw.
Yeah, and he got 1 foot in pretty clearly.
Yeah. Man, oh man. So yeah, I wouldn't mind taking Will Campbell or taking like a high end edge rusher either.
Yeah. Well,
I think Miles Garrett or something.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you're trying to talk about keeping him, you got to make him happy, and you got to give him a running mate. Like, I think you got to get rid of Ogbo, because like guys like McGuire have been playing really, really well.
Oh, holy!
That was a face mask.
Yeah, our first penalty in the game.
Threw it. Oh my god! Thank God. Yeah, they almost ripped his fucking head off.
I thought they were not going to throw the flag. I was like, oh my god, are they actually just going to let that shit go?
But like, so some of these younger defensive linemen for us have actually been playing really solid. Like, Alex Wright was playing well before he got hurt. McGuire's played well. What's that defensive tackle? Briggs, I think is his name.
Briggs, yeah, he's been playing really well,
and he's a monstrous human being too. So he's just a guy that can play real well. But Mike Hall plays great. So like, you do have promising guys on the D line. But you really got to continue to build on it. We need help at linebacker. We need some help at safety. We really don't necessarily need help at corner. I think if you want to get depth later on in the draft, you can. But I think it's going to have to be like tackle, receiver, running back. Like, you're going to have to get quite a few different guys, which is why I'm not opposed to trading down. I'm really not.
No, I'm not opposed to trading down either. That's a tutty for Travion Henderson. That's
exactly what we fucking needed. Let's go. Way to come back. Yes.
That's a good answer.
Don't let up. Thank you.
That's a good answer.
And guess what? They used it with the run game there.
That's a
Like
great response.
they really did just trickle everything in, and that was kind of a longer drive for us. 3 minutes off the clock, 6 plays. That's a solid drive.
And again, that's still fast. The fastest, one of the faster drives we've. Because all of our drives have been
Or
2
slower
minutes
drives,
long.
yeah.
That's the slowest drive we had, and our fastest drive was like 30 seconds, and then our slowest is 3 minutes. Usually,
41 to 15.
it says 41 to 15. Man, we're killing it. We're cooking. The boys are cooking.
Cooking with peanut oil, baby. That's what we like to say. I love it.
And Oregon has peanut allergies.
Did you see the tweet that I had sent you? I didn't send it to the Dogland because I don't know if all of the Dogland guys have the big play account, but it's just like that screenshot you get in like college football or something when it says like, oh, we're starting to notice you're having a tough game. It seems like we have matched you with an opponent above your skill range. Do you wish to concede early? It's like Dan Lenning in the Rose Bowl.
Oh my god, dude, this shit is so funny.
Like I said, I'm getting tired of Kurt fucking Herbstreit. He literally just said Jeremiah Smith has been quiet. Like what?
What do you mean? He has almost 200 receiving yards.
Who has 200 receiving yards? I mean, he started off fast and slowed down a little bit, but they also didn't need him to do a lot because Ibuka's done a good bit. Henderson had a huge run. Judkins has had some few big runs. Like Jeremiah Smith has 2 touchdowns. What are you talking about? He's having a slow game. Like I said, I would take Gus Edwards or not Gus Edwards, Gus Johnson.
Gus Johnson's
over Kirk or Herbstreit out of any day. Hell, just honestly, I should probably switch to Pat and Saban, to be honest.
That's what I have. I have all on Pat and Saban.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that because I'm getting tired of hearing his dumb ass. Who the hell is talking on this though?
I have no idea.
He's got a little lisp. Dog shite. He literally said dog shite. Dude, this is what makes the Pat McAfee show so much better. I wish they had like full rights to just drop F-bombs. I really do. Just clean F-bombs. That's what I want. Another pass deflect by Jack Sawyer once again. Oh my goodness. Bro, can we talk about Jack Sawyer for a minute? Because last year he had such a very down, not great year. It was basically just JTT.
Yeah.
And Jack Sawyer has just, I mean, as Jack said earlier, his draft stock is just immensely going up. And it may go up even more depending on how this college football playoff goes.
Yeah. And you know it'd be great? Put him with Myles Garrett.
Oh, it'd be beautiful. It'd be beautiful. I would love it.
Put him on the same side. Oh.
Delay a game. Come on. Hold. That was a hold on Ransom. That's all right. They got to him anyway. 4th down.
Yeah, I was say Ransom got back to him.
I mean, it was still a hold, but
I just went on Twitter for a second. That's been the major complaint about everyone's how the fuck has the offensive line of Oregon not had 10 holding calls already?
Look at that. He literally damn near tackled him.
Yeah. It's oh my god, did these refs just not know what a hold is? Were the SEC refs and they just hate the Big Ten that much?
I was surprised Oregon's gonna play here. Oh, yeah, that's right. They're on the other end. That's why.
Yeah, they're on their end.
And Ransom is going to be the guy in this draft that's going to go in the 4th or 5th round, it sounds like. So,
yeah.
It's going to be intriguing to see who the Browns decide to draft. Dude, I mean, if we can score again, this game is, I mean, it's over. But if we put another field goal up, this game is donezo.
Yeah.
Permanently donezo.
If we get a touchdown, it's over.
Yeah. Shout out to Ohio State fans though, man. They fucking traveled
Yep.
because these fucking tickets are not cheap.
Where's the next game going to be at? Is it Atlanta?
I think it's the. It might be Atlanta.
I'll have to see.
I think so.
It would be. It's a Cotton Bowl Classic.
I think it's Georgia.
I think that's Atlanta.
Yeah, Georgia.
Yeah. Yeah, because then the Penn State will get the winner of Notre Dame, and there's a flag. Is it going to be holding on offense on Ohio State? Are they going to call a fucking holding on our offensive line? The first hold. Oh, yep, they are. The first holding call on the offensive line is going to be us. And Ryan Day's like, they've been doing it all fucking game, and you haven't called it once. The thing is
that's not a hold. That's called finishing a block. Have we ever heard of that? And they have to run a play here. They can't. They can't let the clock run down, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Deep shot to end the third quarter. No.
Nah, they're just gonna run it.
Juckins should have hit the outside there. I forgot Pat has AJ Hawk here too. AJ Hawk was my favorite player growing up, by the way.
I loved AJ Hawk at Ohio State.
Favorite. I think I have at my dad's house somewhere. I have a signed thing of his. I think I have it because I was such a huge AJ Hawk fan. Huge. All of these screenshots of Oregon holding our guys is insane.
Yeah, and those were on both touchdowns at the end. Those were on both of the touchdown drives.
Yeah. Insane.
So it's cool. Of course, the one holding goes against us, and it wasn't even a fucking hold, but they've been doing it all fucking game.
Yeah.
Like, these refs aren't serious. Like, they're really trying hard not to let Oregon get blown the fuck out.
Yeah. Well, I guess while we're chilling here, let's give a quick shout out to the Cavaliers.
Oh my god, dude, they're so good.
Just continuing to dominate. Jared Allen was the high scoring man last night with 27 points. Donovan, I think had 26. Mobley had, I think, 20. Garland had 14 points and 14 assists. Like, this team, even Max Strus, I think, had 15 points. I think he had 4 threes last night. So,
yeah,
it is just, these guys are cruising, man. Like this,
and we're on an 8-game win streak, and that win last night put us 5 games ahead of Boston.
And again, we're starting to beat some better teams, which is what I wanted to see. I mean, we didn't struggle at all against the Nuggets. LA gave us a little bit more of a run for our money, but we still pretty much handled them like pretty well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just going pretty well so far. I can't lie, man. It's really hard to not say this team isn't going to win at all.
Yeah, then we get our final West Coast road game against Dallas on Friday.
Yeah.
Before we come home against the Hornets. And then we got a big tough test Because we get OKC next Wednesday
Right.
at home, so that'll be a good one.
That will be a good one. They need to get Ohio State, the Cavs, on more nationally televised games, man. This
I know.
is starting to piss me off.
The best team in the fucking league, and you won't even put them on TV.
Especially with crack streams going down. Really sad about that.
And yet they'll put up like the fucking Pistons versus like Kings game on national TV. It's like nobody wants to watch this garbage ass shit.
Nobody wants to watch that shit. Very good, Jenkins.
All right.
Makes it a 3rd and like 10, I think now.
Yeah, but I think Ohio State is just going for running down the clock now and just kind of just slowly putting this thing to bed.
Yeah, because, I mean, there's really nothing else that Oregon can do. Like, no matter how fast they really do anything, it's going to be really hard for them to actually
you're almost
come
down.
back.
Yeah, you're almost down 30. Like, you'd have to get a pick 6 onside kick, get a touchdown, I'll do it again.
Right.
You need 4 touchdowns in the next 14 minutes.
That's a tough task. Oh, that was a face mask.
Well, it was not even a face mask. It was more of like a
like an illegal hand to the face.
Yeah, like a neck shot.
I mean, plus with how this defense is playing, like you can definitely trust them.
Yeah.
Even if Oregon's being at midfield.
The sun is shining in the sky. Rain clouds.
Just a reminder, an offensive lineman hasn't been called for a holding against Jack Sawyer since September of 2021.
Jesus.
That was a real tweet that somebody just put out. That is fucking nuts. What?
It's fucking crazy, dude.
It's stupid. Unlock default edition today. Fuck Call of Duty. Game pisses me off.
Yeah. One of my buddies put a picture of Jeremiah Smith, and then it has in the middle it has a guy like rubbing his like glasses, whatever, and then the last picture is Jerry Rice.
Jesus.
I mean, at this point, he's playing like fucking Jerry Rice.
Yeah. I saw a tweet from Ohio State. So, you know how everybody always comments on Ohio State having a $20 million roster? Do you know Oregon has a $23 million roster? Because if you didn't, they do.
Jesus Christ.
And they're playing like hot garbage. I'll just sit here and eat my Cheez-Its. Let that one marinate for a minute.
Just let it marinate.
I suggest you let that one marinate. You're fucking 10-ply, bud. Keep me warm at night.
Hmm.
Oh, they're gonna try trick play. They're gonna go.
Nice job.
Whoa, Jesus! Oh man, you do realize your quarterback's like 5'10", right? He ain't going to jump and get that, buddy. Quarterback's my height. He ain't that big.
I just want to know what Oregon was doing for the last like 3 or 4 weeks when they were trying to prepare for this game because like
They weren't.
dog.
They definitely weren't preparing for this game at all. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, Reggie Bush.
Reggie. Love Reggie Bush. There you
Nice
go.
tackle.
Good tackle.
Tackled really, really well.
Yeah. So can we put up like Ohio State against the Ravens on Saturday?
I mean, the Ravens would still kill us, but
Oh, absolutely.
it honestly wouldn't be as close as people think, too.
And he gets drilled when he makes the pass too.
Mm-hmm.
Give me something nice here. Give me like a pick.
Yeah, that would be something. Another hold that
Yeah,
isn't
there's
gonna be
another
called.
hold. That's what I mean. A simple holding call on us on a pancake block, and like, look at that.
I mean, I'll give them this. At least it's going both ways for the most part.
Yeah,
You know, they're definitely letting both sides play, but it's got to be even, and it's at least got to be consistent, and it's not quite as consistent. It's like if you see it, you got to call it. Yeah, he was down.
yeah. Well, that's the thing too. Like, I don't. I get like people like refs and stuff. They don't want to like make a call like every single time, but if there's something, you just have to call it.
Right. And like you
Like,
don't want a game to be defined by
there's a great
uh
sack there.
yeah. But you don't want a game to be defined by all of these calls and like have it be
Yeah.
decided kind of like what the first matchup was when Jeremiah got that OPI late in the game. It really changed the game and the way it was played, and it was not a
Yeah.
good call. So maybe they came into this game kind of talking about that, but Curry had a big chance there to just do a nice strip sack
Yeah.
if he really did that well. But still, he gets the sack. Again, these backup DNs are pretty nasty. I can't front.
Yeah. That's 4th and 11. And a stop here would be great. Yeah, he's got the first.
Good play by him.
Yeah.
Why are you celebrating, dude? You're down 41-15. Quit showing off. Most annoying shit ever. Oh,
Ooh.
that would have been it. That would have been the true game sealer.
Yeah. A nice little interception there. Oh, come on. Come on. Steps back.
Oh, that was really close to being a sack.
Oh, yeah.
Little flip.
Took his shoe. Oh, man. To be honest, I'm a reactionary type of player. If I would have saw that dude jump, I'm shoving him straight as far as I can. If you want to try and just hurdle me, you're going straight to you're going flying, brother.
Yeah, or I'm gonna make sure you're doing a flip so you don't do
Yeah.
it again.
That's what I mean. I'm going to either toss you or flip you so you don't do that bullshit ever again. Yeah, as soon as he jumps like Benusa, I would have just straight shoved him.
Oh yeah. Be.
Man, oh man.
I'm gonna grab a drink real quick.
All right, sounds good.
I'm quite parched. Oh, what a game! Damn. Shit is OP. I'm gonna piss too. Why not?
Yeah, go, I mean, might as well. Might as well.
It's snowing.
Oh man. I have a feeling something's crazy is gonna happen in the game a little bit later on. I don't know what it is yet, but I feel like something crazy is gonna happen. I feel Oregon may score here, and something's gonna change this game a little bit because we know how stuff like this is ran. It's all about making the sports books happy and all that crazy stuff.
Man, it's snowing pretty good right now.
Oh, interesting. I wonder if it's snowing pretty good up here then.
I don't know, but it's I mean, it's not. It's kind of like sleety out right now from what it looks like. It doesn't look like it's like that bad yet, but it's still snowing pretty good.
Oh, they're looking at this. I think they're looking to see if this was a forward pass. I don't know if they're going to call it or if they did call it. It looks like they're back up with distance. I don't know if they
3rd and 13. Yeah, they didn't give it to him.
Yeah, they didn't give it to him because they called it a forward pass. It's very interesting. So what was a first down is now a 3rd and 13, and that's a holding on Jack Sawyer, but that's going to be a touchdown.
Doesn't matter. No, that's okay.
Tied most in FBS history with Case Keenum for career touchdowns.
They going for 2? They are.
Yeah.
Didn't get it.
Nope.
This motherfucker crying after he just scored.
Because he knows it's over. I mean, he was hurt earlier in the game too, so I don't know that.
Oh, look, Deshaun Watson posting on Instagram, flaunting his luxurious lifestyle.
Oh God, what do you post now?
Just him and his Maybach.
That dude's so dumb. Check
Being
out my
in the back
Maybach.
seat, of course. He's probably got somebody driving for him because he's got that type of money. So weird.
Oh yeah, when you make 230 million guaranteed, you can afford someone to drive you around. I would love someone to drive me around.
It's a squid kick.
I just want to see like just like a nice like deep shot.
Yeah.
And
I
just
mean,
put this completely to bed.
right. I mean, they won't, but
No, they're gonna run it as much as possible.
I would still throw in some like some of those throws or like earlier on in the game where we were just kind of throwing towards the sidelines with some, some motion with Jeremiah Smith and Ibuka, and just letting your guys get out in space. Just like as long as you're able to chunk first downs, it's really all that matters. Get on the outside. Get on the outside. There you go. Use your speed. Yeah, that's all you need. That's what I'm saying. You just let your guys get on the outside and run.
Absolutely.
Trey Henderson has only had 4 carries. He's had 81 yards, 2 touchdowns.
I know, right? Just crazy.
Because Judkins, I think, has about the same amount of yards.
I think he does now, yeah.
He should.
An 18-yard gain.
Oh, yeah. He's
got 81.
81 yards on 14 carries. Yeah, he has exactly the same amount of yards.
And now he's going to have?
82.
One more.
Yep.
Unless they're just going to mark him down in the line of scrimmage. Let's see that rushing yards change. Yeah, they gave it to him. Quinshon Judkins at 15 carries, 82 yards. Let's go.
Oh.
Now bring in Henderson and let get them back and forth.
Just get them both to 100 yards each, and then let Judd get another or get a score of his own. I don't think he scored. Well, actually, he might have. There's Trey Henderson right there. Actually, as we said, hey, put it back in. Now he's at about 100 yards. So
that was a like a 15, 20-yard carry. So that would put him at 100 or close to it. That was just a great run. That's a good toss there by Will Howard.
Yeah, it was another bad snap.
Another bad snap, but hey, we take those.
18 yards.
Yep, 18 yards, and they called it a pass.
Yeah, it was a forward pass. Yeah, that's right. It was.
So that goes as passing yards for Will Howard.
He has 100 total yards.
And there goes Will Howard himself.
Yeah, he's just trying to keep the clock moving. Smart.
Yeah. I mean, you're getting first downs now. You're at the 50. You might as well just continue to move that clock. Shed time as much as possible. Maybe put another score up on the board.
That would be nice. Let's put up 48 on them.
Yeah. Man, what a fantastic game.
What a
For us,
job
at least.
out of Ohio State to just like come out and just start with the punches and just not really let up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was obvious they're going to allow Oregon to make some moves and make some get some scores.
Right.
But nothing that Ohio State can't complain about. I mean, that's just more of an NCAA wide issue that, and obviously it's just any sport regardless, that these refs are just think they're just bigger than what they are, and
Right.
they try to take so much of the matters into their own hands, and it's like, brother, that's not your job.
Right. Oh.
All right. Pin them back as far as you can.
Oh yeah.
Give me the first punt you had in the first punt of the game. That was like at the 1 yard line, but this time actually make the catch. They give me a 2-point safety.
Yes. Oh, he should have let it go. Why did he hit it? It would have bounced back. It would have bounced back.
It should have bounced back, and Ryan Day is upset about it.
No. Well, I think he's upset about something else.
Yeah. Yeah. Very good. Sure.
Texas is basically going to have a home game against us next week. Yeah, but I mean, this is basically a home game for Oregon too. If you think about it, I mean, it's only like a 13-hour drive to here.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah, I don't really care either.
Because I think Texas is soft.
Yeah, I agree with that. They're just not. They're just not built like we are.
No. I can't wait to eat actual dinner.
I gotta put my shit in the refrigerator. Oh yeah, because the combo is gonna be at a. We said Atlanta was gonna be at a Jerry World.
Oh yeah.
That's why Jack was saying it's gonna be a home game for Texas because it's at Jerry World. Yeah. Yeah, Buckeye Nation does travel very well. I mean, there's a shit ton of them there now in Pasadena right now.
Yeah.
That made the flight, the 4.5-hour flight from Ohio to California. I mean, if I had the money, I probably would have too.
Right.
Maybe one day soon we'll get this channel up and get some good numbers and we could actually be at a lot of these games. That'd be sick. All right, boys. Let's end this shit right here. Could all go be
Even
happy.
if they, I mean, even if they score, it really don't matter. But just don't let them score. Insult to injury. Although we're just gonna play freaking zone defense the whole time.
Yeah. Number 8 QB prospect in the 2025 NFL draft, according to Mel Kiper.
Yeah, I believe it. Nice catch.
That's a great catch. Yeah, I mean, Gabriel's probably going to be like a third-round quarterback. Like second-round, third-round quarterback taking. Actually, maybe even later. Because there's only 2 quarterbacks going in the first round, and that's obviously Shadur Sanders and Cam Ward.
Right.
And there's really nobody exciting after those 2.
No, I mean, there's a few guys that are intriguing, but
yeah,
projects. Like even Carson Beck going to the pros, like he's going to be a 2 or 3 year project before he's even really like
anything.
Legit. And I'm not a huge fan of Georgia quarterbacks.
No, I mean AJ McCarron was horrible. Who else was there?
Bennett. I mean, the only one that's been good is Stafford.
Matt Stafford.
That's the last one that I can recall, at least from Georgia, that's been really, really good.
And that was 2009.
Yeah.
And that's not a catch.
Yeah, because Bennett sucked. He was a freaking alcoholic, literally going to the pros. It's been a year he had pretty much.
And the tears coming down his face because he knows it's not a catch.
Mm-hmm. What a good way to start 2025, eh?
Oh, hell yeah. But yeah, Stetson Bennett's trash. Adrian McCarron was god awful. Or no, McCarron was Alabama. Never mind, I'm stupid.
Yeah.
I keep thinking he's Georgia.
I feel like there hasn't been a lot of Georgia quarterbacks that really gotten drafted. Be honest with you.
Oh wow, they actually kept the play call stand.
Because Bennett played forever. He was like a 5th or like 6th year guy or some shit. It was something ridiculous.
Drop back.
Yeah, JTT just absolutely obliterated him.
Yeah. Too bad Ransom couldn't get over there and pick it off.
Yeah.
But yeah, JTT just drilled Gabriel. Oh, man.
Them just screwing with the Oregon Duck is hilarious.
Yeah.
Now they're getting pushed back 5. What's going on here? Delay game?
I think it's a delay game. All right. I can't wait for Texas fans to talk shit to us.
I'm ready. I'm ready to show that there was a reason we didn't try to keep Quinn Ewers, because he's pretty soft too. He's got a great arm, but he's a soft ass fucking quarterback. Another sack by Cody Simon. That's gonna do it, dude.
Yeah.
That's it.
And JTT was held too. Of course.
So funny.
But yeah, that should do it.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason for them to even go for it here, because
you're on your own 20 or 30. Yeah, you're on your own 25. So what are you gonna do?
Another coverage sack, man. Ohio State's just killing it.
Yeah. I mean,
and
fucking go for it. Give us the satisfaction.
Yeah. So that matchup that I was talking about earlier with Iggy and them trying to attack him, they really weren't able to do that at all today. They really weren't.
And even when they did make the passes, they didn't target him at all.
No. Like,
they went the complete opposite.
I mean, the one time they took a deep shot on him, it hit him in the helmet.
Yeah, hit him in the head. And Cody Simon has been dogging this whole game.
This freaking stadium's gorgeous. My goodness. It's so massive, too.
Yeah.
It's a huge crater. The seats actually look somewhat big because Ohio State seats, that's the one thing I hate about Ohio State Stadium, is their seats are tiny.
I've never been there, so I wouldn't know.
Like, as a big boy, like, you being skinny would help you because you will have some room to move around. But as a big dude, you are crammed. Even when you're not a big dude, it still feels crammed.
Yeah.
But there's a reason they're able to put 100,000+ people in that place.
Yeah.
It's gigantic. I almost wish they put in new seats. Just like update it a little bit.
Yeah. Jack Sawyer pumped up. He's ready for Texas.
Oh.
The boys will fly out of Pasadena and fly on down to good old Arlington, Texas.
January 10th.
Yep. Next Friday. It's a 7 o'clock game.
Yeah, so we'll see if we end up getting to stream that game or not, because I usually do stuff with my girl on Friday. So
yeah,
we'll see. But either way, Ohio State is going to advance. They take care of business in this game. I mean, I thought it was going to be at least like a 7-point game because I really did think Ohio State was going to bring it today. Did not expect this, but that's a good thing. It's such a good thing in so many ways. I'm probably going to post a react on TikTok.
I was going to ask if you wanted to do it because the last one you did so well. I had 35K views and shit.
That was after the loss, though. We got to do it now after the W. So yeah, I'll make a little TikTok for that, and then we'll obviously still have our podcast episode for Friday. We'll probably record that tomorrow.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll have that ready to go, and we'll get to face off against Texas here in about a week.
Yeah.
And Ohio State takes care of business, dude. We got 2 more minutes left.
Oh, did you see what Will Howard just did?
No.
He looked at the Oregon bench and went like this, and then went.
He's such a dickhead.
Dude, he's such a savage.
He talks just enough shit to be an asshole.
He just went up there and said, "Yeah, thumbs up, fucking straight down."
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, he's such a clown.
But you know what? You're able to talk shit when you pass for 319 yards, 3 touchdowns. You don't give up any turnovers. Our run game was phenomenal. Jeremiah Smith played an incredible game. Ibuka played great. I mean, go ahead and pull up the full team stats real quick. I want to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
What those are looking like. Or you can just pull up the full box score. Really doesn't matter. Yeah.
So there you go. Will Howard, 17 of 26, 319 yards, 3 tutties. Henderson
total yards rushing.
Yeah. 180 rushing yards. Henderson with 93 on 6 carries, and Junkins with 85 on 17.
Jeremiah Smith and Ibuka. I mean, we only passed to 5 guys today, but we didn't need to do much more.
No. I mean, G-Scott with the first play at 30 yards, and then after that, it's just all Smith and Ibuka, almost 100 yards for him.
I do feel a little bad that Tate didn't get more work, but
yeah,
again, he just didn't need to. Like Jeremiah Smith had the advantage. Ibuka had some great plays today. Obviously, G. Scott did very well, but once we were able to sort of get things going with Jeremiah Smith, we were really able to get the run game going. And
my favorite stat right here. Dylan Gabriel, 12 rushes for negative 43 yards, negative 26 yards in total for the.
So let's look up our defensive stats here real quick. Let's see.
Yeah, just scroll down and go to defense. Usually you have the defensive stats with the.
Yeah, let's do team stats, I guess.
We'll just do team stats. Doesn't even have.
Obviously, no turnovers.
I think it'll show after the game. No, you know what? I don't think college shows the defensive stats. I think it just does it for NFL.
It
on
might
ESPN.
show it after that. That's kind of
Yeah.
goofy. But I know we have quite a few sacks today, at least 3 or 4.
Yeah.
This was a very clean game by Ohio State. And again, it's what we needed. Like, we really needed our pass rush to, come through. And Oregon had at least 2 or 3 sacks on us as well, but it just didn't really matter. Like, the way that they were able to get to us today was not like how they did earlier on in the season. And this, again, just goes back to me saying, like, this is a different team than we played for both of us. And Oregon found out. They fucked around and they found out that Ohio State, when they are on their shit, is so hard to beat. And I can't not see Ohio State being the favorites at this point. I really can't.
They have to be the favorites, yeah.
It's going to be hard for teams to beat them with the way they're playing.
That's what I mean. That Ohio State's going to be the toughest team to beat now after tonight.
I mean, the fact that Penn State is a higher seed than us and we beat Penn State is what really upsets me the most. The fact that we're an 8 seed and we have to run the gauntlet here, just annoying.
Yeah.
I think that was an offside on defense.
I think that was offside on defense. If it is, the game's over. We're just going to take some knees. False start.
Fucking retards. What are we doing?
All right. All right, well, 2nd and 14.
They keep saying shite. I love it. This is much better than trying to watch the Kirk Herbstreit.
Yeah, I don't know why they...
Fucking Fowler.
Yeah.
These guys are annoying. Good block there. It's bad it didn't really matter, but...
It's just time off the clock.
Yeah.
Henderson a little upset that the offensive line didn't do a little bit better.
Yeah. Because you still got to end good. You can't just let up. Yeah. Oregon had almost 70 plays on offense, and it just didn't matter. They had negative 26 rushing yards.
Yeah.
Insane. Ohio State with damn near 500 yards of offense. Hopefully we can get 3 yards here, and then we can get that. That'd be sick.
That would be sick. Yeah.
Pass it here. Fuckers. There's 3 yards right there.
Yeah, there's exactly 3 yards, so that's 500 total offense.
I really wanted them to just take a deep shot at Jeremiah Smith there, just be an asshole.
Yeah.
It's already 4th down.
Yeah, they're just going to run the clock down.
Yeah, they're probably just going to take a delay game.
Yeah, they're going to take a delay game, punt it away, and let them take the knee and end it.
Yeah.
Ohio State goes to the Cotton Bowl.
They advance, and once again, as I said earlier, Ohio State has the hardest road to the national championship. And so far, they have dominated their first 2 games.
Yeah, so, and they won both games by 20 plus.
Yeah, I mean, just insane to think about. Insane.
Man. Too bad there was no night game tonight.
Yeah. Would have been freaking awesome, but I don't know how you can one up this game. I mean, unless you actually get like a legitimately good game.
I think the Notre Dame game would have been a decent game.
It would have, because Georgia would still keep it close.
Yeah,
they're still good enough on defense.
I just wanted another football game to watch after this.
Yeah.
But some people in this country won't let us have that.
Fucking weirdos. Well, and I guess there was somebody parked a Cybertruck in front of Trump Tower and
it just exploded.
Las Vegas, and it blew up. They had like mortar fireworks in there. Just blew the bitch up. Killed the driver, but I don't think it killed anybody else. It just injured a few people, but still,
yeah,
that's basically another act of terrorism too. So shit's kind of pop up and off in the world right now, and I'm glad we live in an area that doesn't matter.
I know
nobody wants to fuck with.
Are they really just gonna try and score, do something? Are they just going to
Nah,
run?
they're just gonna run the ball.
At this point, the game's over. Why don't they just knee it and end it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yep,
Woo!
that'll do it.
That's going to do it for us, guys. Ohio State comes out and just absolutely just goes and just big dick it the whole game. They came out on a mission. Jeremiah Smith came out here on a mission. Will Howard came out here on a mission. The defense came out here on a mission. Well, Ohio State is for real, and if you guys don't believe in them now, you better start getting on the fucking train because we are locked and loaded. So we'll see if we end up streaming the next game or not. We'll see. But until then, we'll see you guys on the podcast for Friday. And yeah, we'll see you guys later.